Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another FlyJSim live stream. Today it's the 19th of April 2020, coming in at 3 minutes past 3 here in the afternoon in the United Kingdom. And boy, oh boy, do we have a flight for you today. We're right now in London Heathrow. Look at the weather. It's a glorious spring day here. We're taking the classic 737-200 from FlyJSim all the way to Alicante. Flight time around 2 hours, 20 minutes. And this aircraft is a challenge to fly single pilot. Not only are we going to have no FMC, we're going to do everything by VOR, but for the first time, we're going to attempt to try and use CIVA INS Navigation, essentially trying to load all the waypoints into this system, which works like a gyroscopic accelerometer magic box to work out where the aircraft's position is, and we'll use that hopefully to get us to Alicante. So yeah, quite a good flight to look forward to today. Very excited to do this one. Took a lot of preparation too, but hopefully I'll keep you informed and you'll learn something new along the way as well. Nice to see lots of people here. As usual, 260 already. That's great. Thanks for coming in this afternoon. We've got Mike 1055, Zoe McKay, Greg Scott, William Fullerton's here. We've got Robert Sinclair, Paul Emerson, Pietrich, all the usual people. A couple of shout outs. Thank you very much to Icefire, who made this absolutely wicked looking livery on the Classic here. Really, really pleased with how it looks and stuff. And you can grab the download for that in the video description below. Secondly, mass thanks to Bjornar, one of my members in Discord, helped me get the update done for this aircraft and ensure that the CIVA INS works with the update, because the actual CIVA INS is a separate product. It was outdated, wasn't quite working, but it is all up and working. I tested it this morning, it seems to be all fine. Tim, one of my members, coming in with a donation already. Thank you very much for the £10 here. Maintenance here. We've topped up the nitrogen in the nose wheel tyres again due to flat spot. Hope you have a scoffing cake again. Have a good trip. Well, thank you very much, Tim. We've got the tyres all fully pumped up after our last landing in the 200, no doubt. Thank you very much to Sim Aviation, who's just joined as a member as well. You might have noticed I do have the alerts turned off for this, because I don't want too many distractions when I'm setting it up, especially with the INS navigation, because you've got to make sure you get all the coordinates in correctly. But the good thing is that this route we're taking is actually based off existing airways, but they all have conventional VORs at each waypoint. So if the INS fails for some reason, or I screw it up, we can still route like it's just a big Seneca. So that's it. Awesome stuff, guys. So here we are. Apologies for the fact that we have default Heathrow Airport. The reason is I did have the Aerosoft one, but I was having a few issues with performance with it, and I actually uninstalled it, and I got a 20 frame per second jump in performance. So yeah, the Aerosoft is really laggy on my system, but it's all been updated and working much smoother. So apologies for the fact it is default scenery. We're on stand 441 in the remote part of the airport. We're expecting 09 right for departure. We're going to get a clearance quite early just to make sure there's nothing unexpected. But yeah, this adds to the challenge. Because we're on VATSIM, I might have some clearances and or shortcuts where they're not in our pre-planned program, so I'll have to politely decline their lovely shortcut and just say, can I please stick to the flight plan route, because I don't know how to use the navigation systems on this aircraft. But we'll see how we get on anyway. Right, so all I've done is load up the charts, and that's it. I've not done anything else with regards to the setup. In fact, you can see from where I was last flying, look, the thrust is all the way up there, so I just hope that's not causing the issues. Right, let's get the battery on and get some ground power sorted. Yeah, the only other thing was open the doors as well for a little bit of immersion. GPU is... It's been a long time since we've done. We'll put the maintenance system on just in case we get any technical issues. I know you guys like to see the odd surprise, so that might cause something to happen. There we go, GPU card connected. Takes a while for it to boot up in the sim. There we are, GPU's on the bus. Oh, well, it looks like I've got ATC already, so I'm just going to... There we go. So yeah, that was all working fine. So we know X-Pilot's working, which is a good sign. So battery's on, GPU's on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps can come all, open the grounding interconnect system, which pressurise the whole aircraft. Check the aircraft documentation. We'll do the fire test down here. Again, I'm just flying it like an NG with a few subtle differences, which I'll try and explain. There's the fault detection system. There's the fire test. Love that. It's like school's out every time. Perfect. We'll arm that. Let's get the fuel and payload sorted. So let's go over to here. I've planned for 4 passengers and their baggage. There we go. And that just puts the CG right within the middle where I kind of like it, 21.1% of Mac. And fuel-wise, if you take a little look at our flight plan today, now, a couple of things. Number one, we're on VATSIM. You never know what's going to happen, and there is an event in Alicante today, so let's take 30 minutes on top of that. Secondly, nicely just mentioned in chat, and I had a look at the meta, they are forecasting thunderstorms in Alicante later, so knowing my luck, we'll end up with a massive CB on approach, so let's take a little of extra weather as well for thunderstorms. Now typically I'd take at least 30 minutes on top of that, plus a bit more if there were thunderstorms forecast en route or around the airport. This burns a little bit more fuel than the NG, 2.5, usually 2.4. An extra hour's fuel is going to be 2.5 tonnes. I mean, that would be 11.6. Let's call it 11.5 tonnes of fuel. And that's what I typically take if I thought there'd be a lot of disruption with storms, and then enough fuel to get to our alternate as well. So 11.5, we're fully loaded. You can already see that if we had to come back, we're already above our max landing weight, which is quite typical for a fully loaded aircraft of any size like this. But the time we get there, burn the fuel, we should be below our max landing weight. So yeah, how many passengers is 102? We've got 102. We've got some first class seats booked as well. Yeah, popular at Alpaca Airways is these days. So that's all loaded. That should keep us going completely fine. So fuel's done. We'll put the fasten seatbelt sign on. Test the intent button. Flap levers up. We then do a cargo fire test, which is here. Forward aft. That's all good there as well. Looking around here. So stall warning test. That's all working well. It's just the same as the NG. Oxygen pressure. I feel like we should have a little bit more crew oxygen here. I'd be a bit concerned if I was going to dispatch and I had that that amount of oxygen pressure. That's for the emergency oxygen. Is there a way of topping that up? I have no idea. Reports. Nothing to report. There's no way of servicing this, so let's just hope we don't have any depressurisation issues. Oh yeah, Mariana Jack's here in the background here. She won't be doing any checklist stakes. There are some differences, but she is here to assist with the chat. And because I've got the notifications off, she'll give me a nudge if anyone is becoming a member, so I don't miss it out. Otherwise, we'll crack on. So that's all set up here. Now what I'm going to do is grab the Atis. So we can just see what the runway is in use. Hopefully 09 right, because everything I've done is based on that departure. With the setup, and I'm just getting the frequency here off X-Pilot guys. It is 128.075, which I think is actually tuned. There we are. So let's grab the Atis.
0 degrees. Visibility 10.
10k.
Kilometers or more, no cloud detected.
No clouds.
Temperature plus 17.
17.
Dew point plus 3.
Plus 3.
QNH 1019.
1019.
Increased bird activity.
Birds.
Within the
What is with virtual birds these days?
Caution when manoeuvring in the runway holding areas as wing tip clearance is not assured. Acknowledge your receipt of information, Lima.
So it's information,
And
Lima.
report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
We shall. So we'll just confirm the runway in use for departure.
Heathrow
And we'll go from
information,
there.
Lima. Time 1320. Automatic. Arrival runway 09 left. Departure runway 09 right.
Perfect.
Transition level flight level 70. Surface wind 060. 10 knots varying between 020 and 100 degrees. Visibility 1.
There we go. So we've got all the weather there. 060 at 10, so the wind's coming in from the northeast. 09 right for departures, which is brilliant, because I was hoping for that, because I planned this flight on that departure. So if it was a different one, it would have been more work for me. Temperature 17 degrees, QNH is 1019, which is set on the captains, first officers, and I think standbys here as well, 1019. Cool, so what we're going to do now is actually grab the clearance a little bit earlier, just in case there's any changes to the SID, and that's on 121.9 here.
Flight 1185, goodbye.
It's a noisy GPU, very realistic. I've forgotten what stand we're on. Where is it? Big letters. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure it's 411. 411 is our standard. That's really important because we're going to load the INS in a second. In fact, before I get the clearance, I need to get this turned on. So, couple of shout-outs. Firstly to Q8 Pilot, whose tutorial got me up and running. Secondly to V1 Simulations, who actually quite recently used this, and it was quite useful to me to be able to look at those videos and get the information loaded in. So yeah, it's very archaic. No one ever uses this anymore unless you're flying around in a 707, but it's a bit laborious to get all the information in as well. So I'll explain what I'm doing where I can, otherwise go make yourself a cup of tea perhaps whilst I do this. So the first thing we need to do is put this to standby to power up the system. We need to tell it our existing position, so we're already in the position switch here, and we need to find out our coordinates. Now you can do that on the charts. Now we are on stand 441, so if we go to airports here we are, we're on stand 441 here off Tango on a remote stand. And here's all the coordinates just to show you where Heathrow is. There's our departure 09 right, so what we need to do is find our coordinates for 441. And this is essentially just telling the INS system where we are. The same way when you're loading up your 737, your Airbus, you put your GPS coordinates in. This is exactly the same. For the INS to work, it needs to know where to start. Once it knows where to start, you can align and work out its position on the Earth and go from there. It's a very clever system, and essentially this system's 50 years old, and it works using gyroscopes and accelerometers to work out your position. It's completely internal. There's no external inputs. I think you can use DME to update its accuracy en route. I have no clue how to do that. But yeah, now we need to put our information in here by putting these coordinates. So we start by pushing 2, which is north, and that's changed to north. 51.277, 51.277. Insert, and then west for 000.271, and I think we push insert again. There we are. So that is, we've told the INS where we are, and now what we need to do is go to align. There we are. Now this takes, just like with the IRS, depending on your latitude, the closer you are to the equator, the quicker it is, but the further away, the longer it is. But I think if we go here to STS, yeah, so this is your navigational accuracy. It's 9 at the moment, basically saying it's not accurate, we need to allow for the alignment, and hopefully that will go down to 0, meaning it's very accurate. And this takes about 8, 9, 10 minutes, so that's why I wanted to just get that done. And what we'll have to do then after that is update every single waypoint on our flight plan. We don't have to do every waypoint, but just the major ones where turns are. Now, just to show you the effort I go into some of the live streams occasionally, let's go to charts. Here's our routing. I made this yesterday. I'm very pleased with it. What we're going to do is fly the ModMe departure. The ModMe departure will terminate, and then we're going to go to Midhurst, and we're going to make that our first waypoint in INS. Sit at CFIR boundary. And all of our waypoints are on existing airways, which we have on the flight plan. And not only can we use INS, we'll have waypoint 3, Ligel, 4, Amboise, 5, Limoges. We'll have it as a VOR frequency for backup. So this routing is using conventional navigation, and we'll be able to use the INS as well. So yeah, it's a really old school way. These little numbers here are the tracks we want to fly as well with VOR, but we're going to use, hopefully, the INS to get this all working correctly. So, now that's busy aligning, you'll hopefully see that 9 start decreasing. I hope it does, because I've not actually completed a full flight with INS. We'll hopefully have a nice, easier way of navigating, so I have a little bit less to do in the cruise. Right, now I think it's a good time to get a clearance, just confirm we know what SID we're going to get, if there's any change to the plan. That's going to be quite important. Listed with the 200 on VATSIM, awesome. I know. I think I might have taken it off a little bit more than I could chew it. Really busy on the radio as well. Heathrow Aviation, you can cheat the alignment process by pressing the ready nav green. That's quite interesting to hear. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to let it do it properly. Stuart Payne, have we got any members joining the boss lane? Not sure. I know there's a few people going to Alicante. In fact, I just heard someone getting a clearance to Alicante, which is completely fine. I like it when it's a bit busier anyway. In fact, let's have a look at the holding point. At the moment, clear, but look at the amount of aircraft. I mean, Heathrow's always busy in VATSIM. Oh, look, there's a couple right behind me, a couple of colleagues. Awesome stuff. And we've got 2 aircraft on stand there. Not on stand. Well, whilst we wait for a gap in the radio, let's carry on with the rest of the setup. We still need to put all of the waypoint information in. Let's go up here to the up overhead panel. Your damper on. Make sure the compass is slaved to the HSI and the RMI, because you're going to have issues. I basically don't touch that. I think the FlyJSim automatically has it slaved. Pumps on. We've got fuel in the centre tank as well today. Galley power can come on. See, my sign is already on. I'm on the window heat too. Turn on those lights. Open those. Put packs onto the APU on later. Cruising at flight level 310 today. That is absolutely as high as we can go because we're fully loaded, unbelievably. 31,000 feet. Cabin altitude is going to be 6,200. And land altitude is...
Departure and the QNH disk.
I need to get to the bottom of that. Perfect. You heard that? Mariner heard it behind me. Yeah, I know, it's a glitch of the VATSIM thing, I always get that. So 31,000 feet, 6,000 feet to the SID. We'll look at all of that shortly. Runway heading we can put up here, which is 090. Our first radial on the SID, we need to track is 125. Again, we're going to brief all of this, guys. If you're a little bit confused with what I'm putting in here, I will explain later. And then we're going to have a 207 course inbound to Midhurst.
We've got flight deck to sim in Heathrow going to Alicante today, yeah?
I'm being quiet. I use VATSIM properly, guys. Yeah, just use the radio properly, guys. No need to acknowledge I'm here. It's fine. Cool. So nav aids. We have the nav aid, which is 13.6, and that's London. And then we want 14.0. There we go. So that's all the nav aids. So we're going to look at the briefing. I just want to grab the clearance first. Heathrow ground, good afternoon. It's Alpaca 5 Lima Papa on stand 441. Information Lima QNH 1019. We're 732. Departure clearance to Alicante, please.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa Heathrow, hello. Confirm your conventional navigation today.
AFIR.
You are cleared to Alicante, 1B1 Juliet departure, squawk 7711, QNH 1019.
Clear to Alicante and the Mod Me 1 Juliet, squawk 7711, QNH 1019 at Alpaca 5 Lima Papa.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, correct.
That's really cool. I put on my flight plan the coding to basically say that I am conventional navigation, which is pretty cool. And it's great that VATSIM can still accommodate that. No way you'd be able to fly on the airways that we are today with our setup. You'd need more accurate RNAV systems with GPS, unfortunately. Squawk was 7711. Which is in. We're on standby still. 6,000 feet, which is the stop altitude for departure. And I think the rest is in. Perfect. So now we've got, unfortunately, guys, the very laborious task of putting in every single one of these waypoints. It'll take me about 5 minutes or so. You can see, look, the navigation actually is decreasing, which is, or is increasing. That number's decreasing. We need that to go to 0 for full accuracy. And now we need to punch in all of our flight plans. Coordinates. So this I made. If you go on my Instagram story, you'll be able to take a screenshot of that as well, so you can keep track of my route today. So what we're going to do is go to... Oh, he's going to new position in here. So what we need to do is find the flight plan. We don't need the stand coordinates anymore. Home. Charts. That's the instruction manual for the CIVA INS, basically, if we need to do it. Yes! Let's get all these coordinates in. So yeah, very laborious task, but this is the way the guys did it back in the day. So the coordinate system, thankfully on the SimBrief OFP, are the same format you need to insert it in. So you've got your degrees, you've got your minutes, and you've got your seconds, and the second format is in tenths of a minute, so 0.7 is perfect for us. We've already told it we're in Heathrow. Our first waypoint I want to program is Midhurst, which is after mod me, we're going to be going direct to Midhurst, so this will be waypoint number 1. So what we need to do is select this to waypoint, and then select 1, there we go, and now we need to program each one of these. So yeah, a bit laborious, guys, bear with me, but I hope you can take this information and then perhaps try using CIVA in the future. So there's Midhurst. What I'm doing is bringing it right down here so I don't put the coordinates in accidentally. Now, a big threat in aviation is something called input error. So obviously in the FMC, if you put the wrong information in, it's typical computer garbage in, garbage out. This is just as important. You've got to make sure you get these coordinates in correctly. Otherwise, you're going to find the navigation system might be trying to get to the other end of the world, which isn't ideal. Well, you can see that the ready nav light's just illuminated, albeit very dim. But yeah, let's get started with this. I'll quit waffling. So north 51032, 51032, insert west. Just going to come over this way. This was easier to enter. West 000375. Insert. So there we go. Waypoint 1 is programmed in, and now we need to do number 2, which is Sitet north, and then it's going to be 5006. You've got to turn that my stream down, guys, in the background, because all I can hear is my own voice. 0 north 0. Oh gosh, Siri's having an absolute field day. Keeps hearing my voice. 50060, and now we need to do east. Oh no, I've completely screwed this up here. Right, it's clear.
Central Station Heathrow broadcast. If you want Heathrow ground 121.9 and please switch to frequency 118.57. All stations on the ground, switch to frequency 118.5 Heathrow apps.
So he's told me to go to a different frequency, which I'm doing there. So 50060, insert east. Look at that, Sitet is right on the Greenwich Meridian. Look, 000000, all the zeros there, which is pretty cool. So east. I don't know if I could just insert it, but I'm going to put... Turn my stream down, man. All the people can hear on the radio is me talking. There, right, insert. Right, number 2 is in. You can double check that. 1, 2. Let's put waypoint 3 in. Lima Golf Lima. There we are. So, north. 48, 47, 4. Insert east 000318. There we are. Insert waypoint number 4. Nearly halfway, guys. Hanging with me. Thank God for FMC. You're right. 36M65D. Absolutely. There's Amboise. I bet it was the first officer that always had to do this. You can imagine those captains, big cat captains. They would just be doing the walk around now. The poor first officer would definitely be inputting all this information. Right, there's Amboise, 13.7. I'm just going to detune the radio here because I'm just getting a lot of static. There we go. We can tune up tower anyway. So Amboise, waypoint number 4. Waypoint number 4. So north. 4725.7. Insert east 001039. Oh my goodness, the Siri on my iPad, every time I say something it keeps listening and it keeps blocking the Streamlabs OBS player, which is a right pain. Insert. Right, number 5 is Limoges. Again, if you go on the Instagram story, you can see exactly which waypoint I'm putting in, which is pretty cool. This is going to be north 45 49 0. Insert east 001015. Insert number 6 is Agen, so we're now in the south of France. That is north 43 53.3. Insert east 000524. Insert number 7. Mayala. Apologies for my Spanish friends in chat here. We're approaching our destination now. So north 41078, 41078, insert, east 000 099, insert, 8, Valencia, which is the beginning of our arrival into Alicante. We're going to be doing the Valencia 3 Lima if it's runway 10 in use. North 39 29 1, insert, west 000 29 0, insert, last but not least Vilna, which is the initial approach fix into Alicante. North 38 32 4, insert, and then west 000 49 0, insert. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished putting in the routing information into the INS. I'm so sorry if anyone has fallen asleep. I hope you finished making your cups of tea and you've returned after 5 minutes of boringness. Right, anyway, we're all in there. Vilna is where the INS finishes, and then, top it all off, we're going to have to do a DME arc into Alicante, a raw data DME arc as well. Fantastic. Empty yourself, yeah. Can we have plenty of Z's in chat, please? Plenty of Z's. Actually, looks like Nightbot might be timing you out if you do that. Right, anyway, that's all good. So there's a few more things I need to do. If we go to STS... yeah, 005, so that means we have all the accuracy we need. I think we just rotate this to nav, and there we go, we're fully uploaded. Now, as a gross error check, we can go to, I think, waypoint or position. Where is it? There's one here that can tell you how far you're away from your next waypoint. Yeah, there we go, distance and time. So there we go, yeah, 25 miles away. That kind of makes sense. We're around 25 miles away from Midhurst, so I think we've got it all loaded in correctly. INS is all looking good. Right, so APU, let's get that booted up, and we'll call for the better pushback as well. Oops. Well, I would call for better pushback, but it seems to not be working. Start pushback. Well, interesting. Now, if push comes to shove, we can taxi off stand, but it looks like that is pre-planned pushback. No, that is not working, guys, unfortunately. We might have to start engines on stand and just do a 180, which isn't the end of the world. What I will do, though, is now close all the doors. Oh dear, we had issues with better pushback last stream, but it did fix itself. Oh yeah, and one more thing I need to do is Takeoff flap 5 will set those bugs, and that's wicked because it does all the performance for us. Power back, I mean, I don't know if you could do a power back. I'm happy to do a power back, guys. Should we do it for banter? You shouldn't really do it because the engines are low to the ground. You can only do that with a T-tail. We might get away with it in the 200 for the sake of realism. Cool. Right, let's close these. That's what I wanted to do. APU's on the bus, so we can get rid of the GPU as well, which will lower the volume considerably. It's just finding half of the controls. There we are. Cool. Looks like the air stairs are nearly finished retracting. Wobbly nose wheels here as well. Power back, do it. Oh, really? Common practice was in the 200 to power back. Ah, okay, okay. Restart the plug-in. Well, I'd like to do a power back if I'm perfectly honest. Right, anyway. Now, I understand, I think ground might have just closed. Yeah, we've only got Heathrow Tower open. He's going to be busy. 118.5. Right, I think that's Tower. Heathrow South Tower, 118.5. I guess ground had enough. Right, and what we'll do, I think we're all good. I'm just going to make sure we've got everything set correctly. Oh yeah, I haven't even briefed our departure. So, airports. So we're on stand 411. We're going to power back, taxi on Tango. We'll probably go Tango Link 42, Whiskey, and we're going to go Sierra all the way to hold point 09 right here for departure. Our SID, it's conventional, which is great. It means we can use all of the all the nav aids accordingly. So yeah, we're going to climb straight ahead until we are a DME distance, I guess 2.5, or no, 1.5. But that's really difficult in the FlyJSim because it only gives you a distance to the nearest mile, so we'll wait till 2. And they're going to make a slight right turn to insert the 125 radial from London, which is tuned active, and I've got 125 set there. And then at 3.5 DME, it's a right turn, going to intercept the 027 radial, so 207 inbound to Midhurst. And Midhurst is around here, Mod Beast 12, where the SID terminates. But that's great for us because we can just continue in that track towards Midhurst. And once we're overhead Midhurst, I'll then activate the INS Navigation to take us to our first waypoint, which is SITET, which isn't actually based on, which isn't a VOR or anything, so it will be easier for us to use that.
All stations open mic.
So someone has an open mic, and is someone watching my stream because I can hear my voice in the background?
Visibility 1, very quiet. Alpaca 17 Delta, standby. Speedbird for 19 Heathrow.
Wow.
Speedbird for 19 Heathrow.
Right, AP bleed on.
Speedbird for 19. Speedbird for 19, clear to land runway 09 left, 750 degrees, 8 knots.
Right, we're in business up there.
09 left, Speedbird for 19. Clear to for X-ray Heathrow Tower.
Oh, crikey, yeah, now I need to put that switch in flight, otherwise the aircraft depressurises. Yeah, you can see the outflow valve changing as well. Wow, this poor guy's tower, he's going to be having to do clearances taxi.
Okay, hold November, Bravo 10,
okay, all stations, do not step on me, please. Break, speed of 2 Pepper X-ray taxi straight ahead.
They could be here for a while, guys.
Holding November, Bravo 10, speed of 2 Pepper X-ray.
So what we'll do, request push and start, we'll get the engine start on stand, and then we'll power back, and then as soon as we finish powering back, we'll request taxi.
Packer 227, taxi via Bravo, hold at Oster.
Got to listen out for those clearances.
Spirit 99 uniform Heathrow.
Request power back and start. Good to see Pilot Mike here as well. Pilot Mike's a good friend of mine. Our resident 787 first officer in FlyJSim. Why is he going to... What are you doing? That guy's just going... Oh, for goodness sake. Who's got the stuck mic? That's really annoying.
Alpaca 17 Delta, open mic.
Alpaca 17 Delta.
Hello.
In chat, if you're watching the stream, Alpaca 17 Delta, you are blocking the frequency, whoever you are.
Delta Uniform November, contact Heathrow Director 119.725.
119.275, clear to uniform.
Must be an audio engineer.
119.725.
119.725, clear to uniform.
I was thinking that, Nubik. Thank you very much for joining us, member Klaus Neeson. Welcome on board. Glad you enjoyed the content. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content. Sat right next to me here in Heathrow, waiting for our pushback.
6 Kilo Lima, stand 521 with information, Mike.
I like that, Dougal. Welcome to Team Greets, sir. Hope you're doing well as well. Guys, go check out Dougal's Sim Wings project as well. He did a group flight among some of his members there. But I hope he's getting close to his target. So in the video description below, you can see what the Sim Wings project is all about.
Mod B1 Juliet departure, squawk 2225.
Verified well, Mosley 1 Juliet departure, squawking 2225, speedboat 56 Kilo Lima.
Nearly what I was about to jump in there. Rocky, yeah, sterile cockpit is better. Yeah, it just tidies it up just in case anything comes in here, and especially when I'll need a sterile cockpit for the takeoff in this. It's very, very busy.
Alpaca 4, Papa Golf 2, left back section 536, push start food face south.
Push start food face south, 45 Papa Golf, thank you.
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, stand 441, request push and start.
Mike stands 242, Boeing 738, requesting for clearance towards outside.
Lot 8604 Heathrow, hello, cleared to...
Damn it.
Warsaw.
This is just like Barcelona in the summer.
1141.
Completely like this all the time. You just got to be a little bit patient. Except, obviously, this guy has a huge amount of workload. We couldn't do with that ground guy logging off. I don't know why he logged off. It was really busy.
Flight 8604, correct.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, stand 441. Push and start.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, stand 441, push and start is approved.
Push start approved. Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. Perfect, guys. We're in business. So, air conditioning packs off, anti-collision light on. Parking brake, verify set, transponder is going to out off. Well, thankfully, better pushback, which isn't working. We're in an aircraft where we can actually do a power pushback, so let's now start engine number 2. Sounds, by the way, on the FlyJSim are absolutely awesome. They are so good. I love this. I don't know if you can hear it with the Atis, but watch when I put the fuel in, you just get this FUD, and I think it's just the fuel filter, the fuel valve opening. Just listen to this. Listen. It's really subtle, but you just hear this boof. It's really clunky. I love it. So head 2's increasing. There's the exhaust temperature. A few of us going to Alicante. No doubt they'll all be overtaking me. We'll be cruising at Mach decimal 7.4 at 31,000 feet. Right, lower pressure lights extinguished. Got starter cut out. Monitoring number 2 stable. Now start engine number 1. Absolutely awesome.
Heathrow Tower, American 99, stand 248. We've got Mike and QNH 1019.
It just sounds like a mechanical chunking sound. Sweet. No, I just realised something. I don't have the sim toolkit up. Oops. Sorry about that. There you go. Now you can actually see the flight information. That helps. Cool. So, 2 low pressure lights have extinguished. Generators ready. Looks like we've got 2 start switches off. So, generators on, APU off. Low ignition. Repeat. Close the ground interconnects. Packs on. Auto. APU bleed is off. Rest is all set. Flaps. Flight controls. Left and right. Rudders right and left, centre. Recall. There we are. And we've already been cleared for push. So here we go. Release the parking brake. Let's open the buckets. Buckets are open. And now let's just add a bit of thrust. I hope it works. Please work. Oh, I've got a lot of thrust on here. There we are. Give all the font rubbish that I'll be blowing up. Last time, we had not to brake. Because if you brake, you can tip over, so we're just going to use forward thrust to help it slow down. It's turning now. It's just so cool. J-turn and brake turn. Ran out of inertia here. Come on. That will do us. Right, perfect stuff. Stowed the buckets and parking brake is now set. And we're ready for taxi. Awesome stuff, guys. Really, really cool. Just hopefully get. I don't know if anyone just wait for a reback or something. We'll request taxi now. Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, request taxi.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, contact Heathrow ground 121.19.
1219 to speak to you in a bit. Alpaca 5, Lima Papa.
Goodbye.
So, 1219er.
Stand 509, speedbird 415.
Fod down the intakes probably. And that guy's how you burn 5 tons of fuel. That's why I took the extra. Actually as well.
47 X-ray Heathrow ground to load. Can you accept the mod me 1 Juliet departure?
So here we are facing southwest on Tango for now.
That'll be the mod me 1 Juliet departure, squawk 2223.
Say again? Did I say have a good flight to the controller? I said speak to you in a bit. Oh. I hope if I did. Whoops. Play that back later.
Alpaca 1-4, hold position, there's traffic behind you.
Zero Alpaca.
Alpaca 257 Bravo, Heathrow ground to load. Can you accept the mod me 1 Juliet departure? Alpaca 257 Bravo, that would be the mod me 1
Oh, we're getting well, 43 minutes guys. We have actually travelled about 20 metres. Oh, come on guys. Wait for him to just read it back.
That was 2 stations out, speedbird 926.
So yeah, I mean how Tower's doing it I don't understand, let alone ground. Alpaca 5, Lima Papa for taxi. Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, request taxi.
Holding short Alpha 9 whiskey.
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, link 42 whiskey, left onto Sierra to hold Sierra 11.
Link 4 whiskey 2, hold short Sierra, Sierra 1, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. Perfect. So whiskey, Sierra, hold short Sierra 1, so it's the only way we could go. Link 44 for a little bit more detail. Is basically this one, link 42. So we're going to take the first right, essentially. But he said link 44, so he probably thinks we're facing the other direction. But yeah, it's the only one way we could go. So there we are. So I'm just going to add the thrust quite a bit. There's no takeoff config warning, so we're all correctly configured. Need a little bit more thrust to get this working, moving as well. We're very heavy as well. Awesome stuff. Off we go, guys.
Ryder 36 Delta Papa request taxi.
Ryder 36 Delta Papa, there's traffic in front of you, all positions.
Go for request taxi.
Alpaca 45 Papa Golf taxi, Delta, second right onto Alpha, hold
So
at
next right here, link 42. Might as well take it. There's no one here. There's whiskey. Wow, so busy here.
Clearance to Chicago, stand 248, UNH 101974-8. We got Mike.
We got Mike. So yeah, we're on whiskey now.
45 Papa Golf, confirm second right Alpha, hold at Horicon.
Second right Alpha, hold short, hold at 45.
So the beauty is, because we're this side of the main runway, we should be able to get to the whole point ahead of a few other people who might have to jump the queue. And let the madness commence, absolutely people.
Left Bravo, right Bravo, shield off the 213.
I mean, there's many of these left in Europe flying around now. Sounds just sweet.
Correction, Echo 1. Right Alpha, Echo 1, hold short, Kevin, 89 Alpha. Echo 1, we'll contact.
So take the left here, that's Sierra. So make sure we clear right, we are.
Alpaca 257 Bravo, hold position, there's traffic pushing behind you, I'll call you back.
Looks like there's actually no one at the whole point. I think we got away of the mess. Got ahead of the mess anyway. Awesome.
Lima, push and start approved, face east.
Right, so we did a before takeoff check. This is config. We checked flaps. We have 5 green lights. Stab trim is set for departure. Oh, it is now. Very good. Make sure we do that. Our takeoff briefing then. The packs are on. The bleeds are on. V speeds are set for departure.
Alpha, hold at Dasso.
V1 is 42, VR 44, V2 149. We're going to climb at around 170 knots or so, which is around V2 plus 1520. And then at 1,000 feet we'll accelerate, and I'm going to bug 220 knots, so when we engage IS hold, we'll bug for that speed, which is a nice initial speed to go. NADP2, our SID. Here we are, it's the ModMe 1 Juliet for 09 right. Going to climb straight ahead to 1.5 DME, make a right turn 125 until we're 3.5 DME. We'll wait until this basically goes to 3 and a few more seconds. And then a further left turn, intercept the 027 radial inbound to Midhurst. Stop climb ModMe 6,000 feet. And that's it. After ModMe, we're going to go direct to Midhurst. Just to highlight for you guys where that is. So after ModMe, we're going to go direct to Midhurst just there, then to sit at. And that's it. Takeoff briefing's all done and complete. I hope it's all sort of made sense, guys. If you're in Lost, I will have a few more opportunities to
parked on the ramp for service.
Okay. There'll be a few more opportunities to answer any questions in the cruise, but this is a very intense, as you've seen, aircraft to fly. And you'll notice in the departure, I will make mistakes. I've got to manage VATSIM, single pilot in an aircraft which won't level off for me unless I get the automation incorrectly. There's no auto throttle. I'm trying to navigate using needles here. I mean, this is the ultimate challenge on desktop simulation, but I love it. I love to rise to the challenge. This is the first time we've flown in an Air 200 on VATSIM, but if I can fly that Tupolev on VATSIM, I should be okay, and essentially an aircraft I'm sort of qualified to fly.
Alpaca 1-4, request taxi. Alpaca 1-4, hold position, you've got EasyJet pushing in front of you.
We've got 45 Papa Golf and a 777 ahead of us. What about your auto brake? There isn't an RTO auto brake function, so no need for stopping. We'll just have to brake manually as hard as we can.
American 99, sorry for the delay, you ready to copy your clearance? Ready to copy. American 99, after clearance is to Chicago.
He's a long fly ahead of him. Pilot Mike, isn't it 300 to 900? Yeah, I'm technically not qualified, but it's our rating. You're right. It's only 300 to 900. So not technically. Yeah, actually, it's a good point. If I was to go to Canada and fly one of these 200s, would I have to do a full-time rating? I guess I would. I'd want it.
KLM 89 Alpha, first left Bravo, hold short of Foxtrot. Left Bravo, hold short Foxtrot, KLM 89 Alpha. Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, monitor tower 118.5.
Tower 18.5, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, bye. Cool, so monitor tower.
Rhino 36 Papa Delta, monitor 118.5.
You're giggling at 185. If anyone chat would like to get me the next airborne frequency, that would be greatly appreciated. Because I think London Centre's online. Cool stuff. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. 600 people watching this stream on this lovely sunny afternoon here in the UK. We're trying to get to a cool, clean 1,000 likes today, wasn't it? We just went for 1,000. Flight 24, you reckon 12145 for the next airborne frequency?
From the Bravo 102, and I'm like takeoff 7.
Yes, I was just being clear to takeoff 09, right? You've got 844 watching, guys, thank you so much. Why? It says 620 on mine. Next airborne, you reckon Grant 120025.
Find the departure for 7 minutes late.
Parking brake set. 120. 025, okay. 1 million likes. How many people are watching on yours?
862.
Wow, thanks guys. I don't know what's wrong with my laptop saying 600. Well, thank you very much for the 200 people I didn't mention. Shortly ready for departure.
Spirit 926, taxi straight ahead towards November Bravo 108.
There we go, refresh the page, there we go.
Spirit
Oh, it's
926,
offline, so
Spirit
Unicom, that might be a good thing. FlyJSim, they are here as well. Hope you're well, sir. Have a good flight. Thank you very much, FlyJSim. You know how much I love this aircraft, and thank you for retweeting my tweet as well. I saw that earlier. We're trying the INS today, and I've updated to your latest version, 3.4, and one of the members helped me do a few fixes to make sure that I didn't get any of those stutters. Because I know that the guy who made the CIVA INS hasn't updated it for your latest version, but it's all working completely fine. I hope I'll do it justice. Does he have a clock to forget? I do have Kick My Cat for doing well as well. I can't set it. There is a clock here. It is live time, as you can see. We'll just have to make a note of the time. Actually, guys, if I forget, can someone in chat make a note the time I set takeoff power, so I can actually work out our ETAs and stuff on route? 'Cause I don't have a progress page in an FMC. This is nice little 777 just lining up. No one over this side. We've got alpacas here, we've got Ryanairs. Did say monitor, so we will. Oh, Tom, build up weather radar tilt. What was it on? 0, I haven't even touched that, I don't think. +5, very good. And that, we'll put that on now, it won't hurt otherwise. But the weather turbulence, put the range up to 40. There we go, we'll need that later by the looks of the forecast in Alicante. Aviation team, I don't know how you survived long during these. I don't know how you survived this long during these flights, like the across the pond one. I didn't survive that aviation team. It took me 24 hours to recover after that. Oh, he's getting everyone ahead of us. What's going on? Another alpaca getting priority. So 4-5 Papa Golf just lining up ahead of us. D-Penny, what is EPR set to? I think it's 2.15. Yeah, 2.15. The FlyJSim has a tendency of the engines catching fire if you leave it too for too long, so I'll probably set about 2.10 and definitely reduce the thrust around 92% at 1,000 feet. Will Hedges, have you ever flown any other 737 than the 800? No, I've only flown the 800 NG. God, Aiton, why are you so far back from the line? That's a good question, actually. To be fair, I should be a little bit closer, but there's made too much difference. Judith, how did you get the alpaca model matching? One of the members, or I say one of them. Oh dear, you're gonna have to. Oh, I thought Alpaca 45 God might have dropped himself in it, but it looks like maybe there's a bit of confusion between Tower and Alpacas. We're always listening out for those Alpaca call signs. They have to fess up to any mistakes they make. But it's a learning environment, we're all learning here. Josh, what's the difference between the 737-800 and the 737-800 NG? There's no difference, they just called the 800, 700, 600, 900, the NG series, the next generation. Now, answer Jason Madden's question as well. So just... Oh dear, what is going on? Hey, you've forgotten about us. So there's the SID again, remember? I'm at 6,000. Get that chart up for us. I should be quite interested to know how much fuel we burn. How much did we take at the start? I can't even remember now. A lot. I reckon we burnt a good 300 kilos of fuel.
Ryanair 365 Delta behind the departing British Airways A320 by November Bravo weight, stand up on way to Ryanair right behind. Behind the departing British Airways 948 runway 09 right behind Ryanair 365 Delta.
So if this Ryanair event's not another Nigel gets ahead of us, I'll be having questions of ATC here. He must understand that these engines we're running are about 45 years old and absolute gas guzzlers. I mean, what are we burning here? Fuel flow. I mean, we're burning 0.5, does this work? 2, 3. Yeah, we're burning £2,000 an hour. Nearly a ton of fuel an hour.
Not a problem.
Burke Aston, what advice can you give to a person who's just started their flight training? Keep up the fantastic work. Well, Burke, if you're in your flight training, good luck with everything. Don't be put off with what's going on. It will recover eventually. And just keep studying. It's a huge amount of information you need to ingest in a short period of time. I mean, I don't have any more advice to give than do what you did at school, perhaps, and take your time to ensure you study. I had to work pretty hard, but yeah, it's all good. Little fuel is cheap nowadays, so no worries. That is true. That is true. Infinite Flight Deck, how long will you leave it before you gave him a call? Now, let's say if I was in this situation in real life and we had been at the whole point and it looked like everyone was going in front of us, I'd just, you know, give him a nudge. He's very quiet on the radio. So it's now the Ryanair after this guy. If he gives Alpaca 170 his clearance, I'll probably butt in there. But yeah, I'd eventually, at some point, go, has he forgotten about us?
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, 9.09
9.09 right, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. Our prayers are answered, guys. Right, we'll be cleared to line up at 809 right. All the lights on. Strobes coming on. Oh, this thing is heavy. Come on. So there's no MCP to set. Transponder. TA. R8. So yeah, the Ryanair's lining up, he's going to depart, and he did the right thing. He just confirmed, you know, our 8 cleared to line up at weight as well, because he's departing ahead of us. Doesn't make any difference. So transponder TARA, strobe lights are on, landing lights are on, weather radar's on, we'll just wait for our takeoff clearance.
Roger, that's it. Calling. Call me back when you're established island runway 209 left.
Roger, you reach 1 Alpha Tango.
There's the Ryanair lining up ahead of us, and he'll be departing.
Easy 17, that will be down the 1.
Easy 17, Roger. 117, do not call me until I call you, please. Hold position.
Right, parking brake is set, and actually I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm going to pre-bug the heading of 125 for the turn. Usually I leave it on runway heading, but that's going to happen so quickly. Look, Modby 1 Juliet. 2 miles, make that right turn. So as soon as this ticks over to 2, it'll go to 1 because we're going to pass the VOR soon, and then it'll go up to 2. As soon as it's 2, I need to go onto that heading. Flight time, guys, will be around 2 hours 20 minutes or so. 2 hours 20. Flight director off. I know it has a flight director, and maybe it'll work in the go-around mode, but I like to just fly this with flight directors off, if I'm honest. Mark B84, when are you expected to fly again? Absolutely no idea. I mean, no one even knows when this lockdown's going to finish. We're on our, what is it, 4th week now, isn't it? 4th week of lockdown, isn't it? Yeah, 4th week. I mean, we're in the same boat as everyone else. 1,000 people watching. Fantastic, guys. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. We're trying to get to a cool, clean 1,000 likes. We're sat here in Heathrow, burning an extortionate amount of jet fuel, waiting to take off. Look, no FMC, just INS, nav aids. Oh. So there's the rider getting his takeoff clearance. Yeah, 5th, 6th, of course, yeah, in the UK, and we're a little bit late to lockdown as well. Tolly, what's the program using for the stream? It's Streamlabs OBS. Keel, how are you now this lockdown employment-wise? I'm furloughed, like many employees in many people. So, cutting pay and just waiting to go back to work. Flame Godzilla, you need butter for my toast. This aircraft's hard to fly. I find it pitched quite wallowy. We'll have to see. There's a thunderstorm in Alicante. Probably not.
Behind a departing company, Boeing 737-200 by
How do I look? If anyone who's streaming this or watch this, I want to see what I look like as well in the 200.
behind. Roger, behind.
What? Unbelievable! Getting everyone to go ahead. To be fair, he's got a longer flight than us. Alpaca 1-4, who is that? I saw someone in the chat.
Uniform Heathrow, good afternoon, fully established on a 10-mile final line.
Hello, Alpaca 1-4, was that you, Joe Drage? What, easy?
We should be on 09 left. Are you visual with the airfield?
As far as it's away, single ops at Heathrow this week because of COVID.
Yeah, Shadow 6 uniform.
Interesting question to ask. Well, he's on final for 09 right. I hope he uses 09 left.
If you're visual with the airfield, let me know.
I am being bullied, you're right. Everyone's getting ahead of us. Hello, buddy. How are you? Good boy. Look at all those alpacas, Kim, I know.
Shadow 6 uniform, clear to land, runway 09 left, surface wind 07 degrees, 17
Is Qatar going ahead of us? That is a cool view. Pace of its head, how old are you? I'm in my very early 30s. Room Mush, I think Towers forgot about you. No, not at all. He's lined us to wait. He's just had a couple of aircraft to get ahead. They've probably been waiting, to be fair. Kid, what breed is your dog? Oh, he's asking you. Labrador. I don't get any questions these days. It's always for Marietta.
Yeah, apologies. 122 decimal 8, sorry.
122 decimal 8 right now.
So it's Unicom after departure. Never mind. That's probably a good thing, like I said. And MTZ, towering cumulus at Alicante, I could deal with that. It's CBs and thunderstorms. Joe Drage, that's you on the right in Alpaca 1-4. You're going to watch the takeoff. Fantastic.
Alpaca 5, Papa W, 1 minus 40, wait, 2, wait, surface.
Roger, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. How realistic! Love it. Nearly 600 likes. Thanks. Oh my god, we haven't even taken off. We're going to smash 1,000, aren't we? We're going to smash 1,000 likes. We're 600, not even airborne. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. I'm happy to up the target. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. That's awesome to me. Not even airborne. Look, light target today was 1,000, but we've already reached 600 in airborne. Superb.
Continue pushing my donor left, 7 degrees, 17 knots.
Quick airport, stop to the left.
Alpaca 5, Papa clear takeoff from my 7 right, 7 degrees, 17 knots.
09 right, clear for takeoff, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. Get those toes in chat, guys. After 1 hour, 5 minutes, we're on our way. Let's stand those thrust levers up to around 50%. Eric's all looking in the green and stuff. Set, takeoff, thrust.
On runway 09.
Wake up, Raz. Listen to that noise. Takeoff, thrust, set, indications normal. Awesome. Right, light forward pressure, don't forget that. Ooh, my joystick's so sensitive though. Checked. Back on the centre line. That's rubbish. So heavy, we're actually using all this runway. Up we go. 2 to 2.5 degrees per second. And we are airborne. Positive climb gears coming up. And pitching for 170 knots and trim. Just waiting for 2 miles. Oh, we need to turn already. 125. There's 1,000 feet, so I'm going to reduce thrust to around 90% N1. Wings level. We need to go out. 122.8 Alpaca 5 Lima Papa Bite. So we're going to maintain this heading until 3.5 DME. There's 3, so let's just give it a few more seconds. Going to lower the nose now to 10 degrees so we can accelerate. There's 3.5 I reckon, so we're now going to make a right turn heading 207. Flaps going to 1. Just going to keep the attitude about 10 degrees to accelerate. That seems to be accelerating quite nicely. The flaps will go up. Trimming it out. Heading bug on 207. So trimming. Oh, I need to trim those down a bit more there. Trim. Right, let me just get some automation in to make my life easier. So that indicated airspeed hold. Heading select. We need to go 14.0 on box 2. Look at the needles coming round. We should be quite close to this on the RMI. We just need to set the course to 207. Oh, a little bit undershot there, so we're just going to make a left turn there just to get back onto the RMI. Otherwise, not too bad. If you have a look here, look, yeah, undershot it slightly, but nothing to see here. No 80 seats, so we're going to 122.8. And I'm just going to bug a higher flight level as well, so we don't level off at 6,000. Let's go straight up to 310. 20 miles to go until we get there, so that's a good heading. We'll recapture the CDI there nicely. Let's do the after takeoff checklist, so that can come off. Water brake there's off. Start switches off. Air conditioning and pressurization. Diff pressure is 2.0. We are climbing. Set. We can release the cabin crew. There we are. After takeoff checklist complete. We'll bug 250 now. Aircraft's now pitching for a speed in this autopilot mode. We're still on heading select. I'm just going to make a further turn to the left here. We just want to get this course lined up way too far to the left here. There we go. So approaching Modme 6000. So that was my fault. Undershot that slightly. In hindsight, I should have set the HSI course prior to departure. I had it on the other side there. Stab out a trim. I hope that's just a FlyJSim thing. Still where I'd expect it to be. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to pass Modme, carry on towards Midhurst. After Midhurst, we'll get rid of this now because I'm happy where we are on the SID. There we are, so we're pretty much now lined up. In fact, if I go full lock, there we are. The aircraft's now going to make a further left turn just to intercept that inbound to Midhurst. And just to show you that nice little document I made. There we are. After Midhurst, we're going to go outbound from Midhurst on track of 158 to Sitet. Now let's have a look at this. This should be, if we go to waypoint on distance time. There we are. 2.7 miles to go. Oh no, sorry, 12 miles to go. 2.6 minutes until we get to Midhurst, so that does seem to be working correctly. We're routing from 0, which was our initial waypoint, to position 1. Remember, position 1 was Midhurst at 14.0. We've got 14.0. I'll make it actually active on this side, so I know this side is active. 10.0. Oh, I do miss the switch over. 14.0. There, it doesn't make any changes. We should identify that, of course, as well. We are approaching flight level 100. We can now bug. Let's go around 280 knots for the climb. Just want to check my thrust as well. Yeah, 92% is exactly where I want it. So the aircraft's going to now pitch down to climb at that speed. We'll do the pre-cruise checks. Lights coming off. APU's off. Pressurisation. Diffs for 8.8 climbing set. We'll release the passengers. It's a lovely day here in London. Recall. Checks complete. 8 miles to run until Midhurst. After Midhurst, next course we want to have is about 158. So we'll set up on the first officer side because this will be going to GPS soon. Not that it is actually GPS, it should really say INS, but we're going to use that system to navigate. 158, and we'll leave it on Midhurst as well. Captain T, dude, this aircraft is awesome. Tell me about it. It's absolutely awesome. Very rewarding to fly as well. So after Midhurst, Sitet, that is the FIR boundary between UK and France. 0.8 minutes to go until Midhurst. 4 miles here. It says 3, that's because we're called slant range. I'm guessing this doesn't work off slant. I have absolutely no idea actually. plane LY, what would happen in real life if you had a course deviation like that on the SID? Yeah, that was a little bit excessive. Just, you know, advise Atis of your position, and they'll probably just say, yeah, just make your turn and go from there. Right, I'm going to go heading select. Make that turn now onto the new course 158. Hopefully, yeah, look, you can see, look, it's already sequenced to the next waypoint 1 to 2, so that's good. So if I make this turn manually, 158, I'm just going to go VOR initially. Set this course to 158. You can see the needle swinging. Look, we've just gone right over the top. A little bit late turning. So, just get established outbound for a short while, and I'm hoping that when I flick this over to GPS, it should be all working correctly. Fingers crossed. Where's the flight directors? Flight director wants to be on heading. Oh, set standard, very good. Speedbird 7471. I was testing you guys. You're the first one to spot that. 1013. Here comes the radial action. Let's just make sure we're flying outbound on that radial first. If you're listening, FlyJSim, a really neat feature. I know it's not realistic, but have a sync feature. So when you move the altimeter, it changes all of us. You know, we're all single pilot operators mostly. It would be very helpful. I've got 3 altimeters to individually set in. There we go. So I underturned that slightly, so a little bit further left. Let's get right nicely lined up here. Get right on it. So 158, tail of the needles on 160. So just a few more degrees to the left. We're pulling that tail towards us. 158. Here she comes. Look. And we want lined up right in the middle. Here she comes. Right. And now let's go to GPS. GPS is on, it's all showing the correct information. I think all I need to do is go to VOR-lock. Please let me know in chat if that's correct. VOR-lock, GPS is engaged, and now we're on INS Navigation. Yes, I think this is working. Awesome stuff. Right, I can take a deep breath. I think we're okay, and this should take us all the way there. Awesome, awesome stuff. Right, no longer a sterile cockpit. There we are, back to normality. And up we go, up to our cruise level, flight level 310. Awesome stuff. So yeah, INS Navigation, inbound now to waypoint 2. Waypoint 2 was Sitet, which is the FIR boundary. We are 48 miles away, 8.4. We can back this up, actually, with the VOR. So, well, we can't at the moment because we're actually outbound from Midhurst, but our next VOR is going to be Lima Golf Lima, 112.7. Our DMB's increased, so we can do gross error checks. You can see it's already pointing in the right direction. We can even ident it to make sure it is Lima Golf Lima. And then the next inbound course will be 167. So we've got 167 course here. So we can use INS navigation with the left-hand instrumentation, and then the right-hand first officer we can back up with conventional navigation, which is pretty cool. I've noticed with the INS and GPS you can't change this course. It's using the course hardwired between the waypoints, which is pretty cool. Thank you very much for Arjen Perez, who's just joined as a member. Welcome aboard, you'll get all the exclusive members-only content. And thank you, I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Thank you very much for your donation coming in there. Franco, Bob Fred for $2. Return back to the airport, you forgot me. You've got to make sure you get to the gate time, Franco, Bob Fred. It was a fully booked service. I did notice there was one passenger down in the back there. But thank you very much for the donation there. Welcome aboard, sir. Right, altitude. Why have I got an altitude flag? Is that because... Oh, I thought I'd set that to 1013 already. And that's called the compensator. Oh no, not the compensator, the comparator. So if there's a difference between the two, it flags up, which is pretty cool. You want a quiz today? I thought you'd say that. Again, I've not organised any questions because I thought I'd be busy enough. No doubt the chat will now go, quiz, 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 quiz. We've had a quiz every day. We need a prize as well for today, don't we?
50,
We've got time
40,
to write a quiz.
30, 20.
Thank you very much, Ingrid 2 for donating again. Thank you very much, Dylan Dear Captain, I'm happy to report that following yesterday's blues but got Bogota ground knowledge that Alpaca call sign. Progress at last. Now to the next challenge, a Mad Volcano at Quito. Yes, of course you want me to do Bogota to Quito as a flight. We will do that, I think, sooner rather than later as well. Thank you very much, Creature Pilot 2. They acknowledged the alpaca call sign. Very good. Well, I think alpacas originate from that neck of the world, don't they? They should recognise that call sign immediately. Thank you very much, Green. ATPL theory quiz. Yeah, but that's going to favour all the guys who are taking their ATPLs, which I know there's quite a few that pop in here to do that. Remember, this is not an educational stream, it is an entertainment stream. Do not take on board what I'm saying, because it could be absolute trollop. And do remember, I did take my ATPLs over 10 years ago. A lot has changed. It's somewhere in the back of my head. This aircraft is heavy. Oh my goodness. We're climbing at the recommended thrust setting. Excuse my checklist reading today, because I know you guys enjoyed the checklist reading from Mariana this time, but we've just been following this here. And they do give you a recommended thrust setting with climb. Yeah, 92%. And we want to be doing 280 knots, which we are. At 290 we'll maintain Mach decimal 74. But you can see here that thrust-wise we're doing 92%. We're crawling up at 1,000 feet per minute. We've still got 10,000 feet to go. We are super heavy. The engines lack a little bit of performance here. Mariana Loon, whilst I write up the quiz, could you do me a solid and like the video? We'll have time to do that, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've got time to find some aviation themed questions. I might take a 5-minute break as well during the stream with some funky music, whilst there's no ATC. That way I can find a little quiz to do. Someone wants what was that? A quiz sci-fi movies tip from 1980 to 2020. Very specific. Thank you very much, Stephen, for the donation. £3 there. See you in Alicante. I am EXS 1411, and I feel like I'm going to be surrounded by alpacas. You are, Stephen. The herd is on its way. Thank you very much for the donation there, and we'll see you in Alicante. If you get to the bar before me, you get me a drink. Actually, no, I'll get you a drink because you just donated. Thank you. Streamlabs saying thank you very much for Louis Ree, who's just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome aboard. Oh, thank you very much, Liam. Toga was at 16:05. Liam, you're absolute legend, because I completely forgot to make a note of that. And that will be important because I'm actually going to fill in the flight plan information so I can have a rough idea of what time we're going to get to each of our destinations for us. So, 16:05. What I might do, I might fill this out and I'll put it on my Instagram story so you guys can see how I've calculated everything, so you know what time we're going to get to certain waypoints. In fact, I'm going to start filling that in now. Going to write the quiz. Are we doing a bit more of a general knowledge quiz? Alright, we're going to have a bit more of a general knowledge quiz, and we'll also throw in some aviation themed questions. The prize, I will get you an official FlyJSim mug. How does that sound? Whoever wins will PayPal the money across, and I'll get you an official FlyJSim mug. How does that sound? Quiz then, probably be in another hour or so, guys, okay? Oh, was it 15:05 Zulu? 15:05. Yes, of course it was. 15:05. So I'm doing all the waypoint times here. Thank you very much, The Professor. What's that Spanish TV show called that we're watching? Money Heist. That makes you think of that guy. Thank you very much for The Professor, who's just joined as a member. Welcome on board. Glad you're enjoying the content, and you'll get all the exclusive members-only content coming through your door very soon. Thanks for subscribing as well, Maya Gertner, welcome on board. And there, ahead of us, is the French coastline. It's around the Cherbourg Peninsula. This is a sector, not necessarily from Heathrow. I've flown this sector, this airway, more times than I've had hot dinners. Really an awesome route. So I'm quite familiar, which is quite helpful, to be fair, in flying the 200. So I'm filling in the flight plan, just like I would do at work.
50.
Thank you very much, I Am Perez, for just donating 10 euros. Very, very kind of you, sir. Will start my airline pilot program in 2 months. Should be in the right seat of an NG in about 2 years, if the world doesn't come crashing down before then. Thanks for the great and helpful content. Well, Ian, thank you very much for the donation. I think you'll be absolutely fine in 2 years. Yeah, it'll take a while for things to improve, but things will get better. Thank you very much for the donation. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much to Dark KK Spitfire. He's just donated £1. My first donation did not come up, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I've got it now. I want to start talking to ATC, and I've got Pilot to ATC. Is that good to use for ATC plus love your streams? Dark Spitfire, I'm not too sure. I've not heard of that software. Maybe that's good for kind of offline use. There's probably someone in chat will be more keen to help you. VATSIM is good. I'd recommend you brush up a little bit on some RT skills before you go online and stuff, but you'll be completely fine once you get going there. Oh, messages coming all over the place here. Oh, I've got ATC coming in. Please contact me on the 13525. 13525. So there we are. We're just over Sitet. The aircraft is now navigating to our next waypoint, which is Lima Golf Lima. 81. 81 is a cross-check look with the VOR, so we know it's working correctly. 8180, very good. So that's the beauty of INS. Once you get it loaded in, it's like the FMC. You just let it do its thing. Look at that, though. We're barely climbing. So heavy. Right, just say thanks to this guy. Thank you very much, Dominic Orsini, for donating $5. Stay home, stop the spread, save lives. Good luck to the captain and first officer. Thank you very much, Dominic. Absolutely. Got to do what we can to spread, stop the spread of this awful thing. Yeah, come and watch my streams. We're trying to do 2 or 3 a week at the moment, so thank you very much. Right, bear with me, guys. I'm just checking radar. Let me know in chat. Do you want me to turn the sound down to the FlyJSim? Obviously, we're flying an old 200, very loud. I'll just knock this down a little bit for you guys so you can hear ATC a bit better.
50, 40,
oh, guys,
30.
Control,
20,
very good
10.
afternoon. Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, climbing flight level 260 inbound to Lima Golf Lima. Request flight level 310, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. Oh, did I say I'm climbing flight level 260? Oops, I think I might have missed. And Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, sorry, did I say climbing 260? I was in fact climbing to flight level 310, is that okay?
Yep.
Perfect, I wasn't sure what I said then. Perfect. Thank you very much, Mark B84, for coming with a £4.35 donation. Very, very kind of you, sir. Great channel, Captain. Well, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the content. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, and yeah, I love making these videos for you guys. Very kind. Thank you very much to Reservoir. He's just come in with €10 donations. Oh, very, very kind of you. Hi, it's actually Phil Messenger. I've definitely heard that name before. Cannot switch account, sorry. Nothing to apologise for. Actually flying strictly parallel to on infinite flight. As STD 44109 right, turn right, Midhurst, feeling like a kid. See you in Alicante. Well, I'm guessing you're on a different simulator there as well. Thank you very much for your donation. Have a safe flight. Uh-oh, performance has dropped off slightly. It's just loading in some ortho, that's why. Cool. So yeah, let me just finish filling in this flight plan, guys. I'll then post it on Instagram so you can see what our ETA is going to be. 58. 02.
Hello, Mark 17 Delta, control west, report Mark number. Mark is decimal 77. Roger, what will your Mark number be at flight 377?
03, I can't add 2021, 32, 42. I will show you exactly what I'm doing very shortly, guys. 57, 01.
Roger, thank you. You can reduce to Mark 76.
17, 25. Okay, so our ETA, guys, according to the flight plan, is 1825 Zulu. 1825 Zulu. I've now taken a picture of this, guys. I'm now going to post that on my Instagram story, so you guys can actually see our flight plan. There we are. So that's taken. Instagram. And then you'll be able to work out, because we don't have an FMC, what time where we're going. Oh, bit of light turbulence here. Got the signal sign.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Seatbelt sign on in chat, because I've got a new emoji for that.
Keep up the great work. Learn tons about the V737. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, KG1000, for the donation. They're very, very kind of you. Yes, thank you. I don't say. I always like it when you get the little Microsoft ad noise. And you've learned lots about the 73 as well. That's really good. Thank you.
Air Control West, Ryanair 36 Delta
Cool. So I'm just uploading the flight plan on Instagram now. You might need good glasses to be able to see everything.
Ryanair 36 Delta Canada item 39 Flight level 390, Ryanair 36 Delta Papa.
Cool. Flight plan time is filled in.
Air Control.
I've posted it, guys. So if you go to my Instagram story, you'll be able to see our flight plan ETAs. So you'll be able to work out at which waypoint we should be and stuff. And it's exactly how I fill this flight plan in real life. Pictures it climbing unbelievably slow. I know this is all like this climb thrust. I can give it a bit more, but I don't want to overheat the engines. We're getting there. We've only got 1,500 feet to go, but we are slowly getting there. A little bit bumpy here. 2 tons of low says report to chief pilot. The Euro control, he must be doing a huge sector. So currently inbound to waypoint number 3. Golf Lima. Remember that as this distance here is coming from the INS, this is coming from the DME, so you can see it's slightly different, 47, 47. The difference is slant range. You'll notice as we get closer, that distance will change. Okay, Tolga, can you do a face reveal? Absolutely not. I don't have a face. Petrus is even bumpier at flight level 370. Oof. I think we'll stay exactly where we are. It's going to be another 4 or 5 minutes until we reach flight level 310. Its climb thrust just 90%. It's recommended by FlyJSim's checklist to do 92. I can give it a little. Let's give it a little bit more. There we go. I'll put a little bit up there just to help us crawl up. But okay, you need to put your seatbelt sign on. Yes, do. Otherwise, Mariano will be around the back of the cabin telling you to put the seatbelt on. So someone said I haven't got my seatbelt sign on. I said you'll be after them. Yeah. Another day or so, exactly. Petrus, we're crawling up. Oh no, sorry, I thought that was 29, so we've still got another 2,000 feet to go, not 1,500. How's the sound now, guys? I've turned it down quite a bit in the sim. Let me know if you want me to turn it up, down. That's fine. FN in, smoking allowed in the 200? Absolutely, look, no smoking sign off. Load up your stoogies. Someone wants a shift 2. Want a shift 2. There we go. Okay, let's go. I mean, this INS. I mean, I've not even played this. This is honestly the first time I've used it. I played with it this morning, just took off to see if it would work to sit at, and it did. I think we get all the information we need now. So it's all inertial based. So we've got magnetic heading, ground speed 403 knots. Cross-track error, so that's your distance away from your planned track between the waypoints. We're bang on it, so that's good. Position, live. Next waypoint coordinates, well, waypoint number 9, I guess. So we're currently inbound to waypoint number 3. Distance time to next waypoint, that's the one I want to keep up. So just under 5 minutes and 31 miles to go. Wind information, navigational accuracy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Keep up distance time. Come on, you can do it. And we're reaching decimal 74 now, so we're going to maintain this speed in the cruise. Always, someone's messaged me on VATSIM, always love the line, alpaca, and the videos of flying in the opposite direction. It's the UK first time I've been on the network with yourself. Just want to say thanks for the videos, have a good one. Well, thank you very much, Thomas, very kind of message. Have a safe flight, sir. Well, wave might go right over the head of us, albeit 8,000 feet higher, because we're absolutely as high as we can go. What is our optimum? Yeah, our optimum flight level 309. I mean, the max would be slightly higher, but we'll stick at the optimum for now. So airborne at 05. We've been flying for 25 minutes, so we're not even at 30,000 feet now. Typically, with a fully loaded NG, you'd be up at 37,000 feet in 20 minutes. FNM, why is it trimming so much? Yeah, I don't know. FlyJSim would be able to answer that. wouldn't be doing this in reality, and obviously I've zoned out the noise there, but in the turbines I've always made the changes, but shouldn't be doing that. Very far trim nose down as well, that is worrying. I wouldn't expect to be down, probably around there. That's nearly a full nose down trim, that's concerning. Thanks for subscribing, Matt Muller, welcome aboard, sir. Dav, if you want to land already, patience required. About an hour and 45 minutes if there's no delay, or thunderstorms to dodge. We're going to have to try and fly a DME arc today if we don't get vectors. Come on, you can do it. We can start bringing the speed back now anyway, because we've reached decimal 74, so we bug about that. That'll help the climb. Look. Awesome, 732 likes, how befitting. Thank you. Alpaca 17 Delta passing overhead. No doubt. Oh yeah, there he is. Definitely, because we'll be only doing decimal 74. We're going to get overtaken by two of my colleagues. Alpaca 17 Delta and Alpaca 295. Unbelievable. FlyJSim think it's just having time trying to keep up with turbulence, but just keep an eye on it. Reassuring. Yeah, I don't think it should be quite as trim nose down as that. We're nearly at the full limitation of trim. I mean, I don't know if FlyJSim, if you modelled so the is pitching for the autopilot, or is it purely trimming to maintain pitch? Is that how the autopilot's working? So certainly, I remember with Zebo, he had to program the autopilot mainly on top of the stab trim. Otherwise, it seems to be working all right. I agree, Dougal. Yeah, please, guys, if you want to learn how to fly a bit of classic aircraft and stuff, I'm always happy to always promote anything I fly. And this is, you know how much I love this aircraft. It's been a while since I've flown it, but it's so rewarding to learn how to use INS, to fly on the VATSIM network as well. It's rewarding for sure. Right, nearly there. There we are, out hold, come on. There we are, we made it. Only took us half an hour, so I'm slowly reducing that thrust now just to maintain decimal 74. Using that. Anthony, what's he said now? Unbelievable. This Alpaca Airways top of climb brought to you by Mariana's Yogurt Cake. It's so good to find it simple. Soon need a wide body tyre rating. Brilliant. Congratulations, Anthony. That's referencing the fact that Marina maybe had a lovely cake yesterday, pretty much the whole lot of it. Right, anyway. So Orpho's just loading in. There we are. So there we are. Let's just make sure we get to the next waypoint overhead. Lima Golf Lima. Next waypoint's going to be Amboise 13.7. Let's make sure it sequences. There we go. 85 miles, 84 miles as a check. Looks like that's working fine. So we're directly now overhead Lima Golf Lima inbound to Amboise 13.7. Sorry, missed a donation, sorry there. Berlin Flight, thank you very much. 2 €41. There was Alpaca Fur in my complimentary drink. Thank you very much, Berlin Flight. We don't have complimentary drinks on Alpaca Airways. Oh wait, you booked our. Oh yeah, it was the 10th time you've flown with Alpaca Airways. Yes, you get a water and ice on that one. Thank you very much for your donation. Glad you enjoyed the content as well. Awesome stuff. Oh, look, he just got flying past us, Alpaca 17 Delta. Oh. Obviously, I was rostered to fly on one of the older aircraft today. Oh, he's absolutely storming on.
Yeah, I have you on my radar, just had identified before.
Positive Rate, thank you very much for the £2 donation again. Welcome on board. Hi Captain, hope all is good. Thank you very much for donating. Positive Rate is one of my members and he has his own little YouTube channel, so go check him out as well. So you're growing quite quickly, I think I've been seeing, so good luck to you and keep in touch, man. Awesome. Yeah, we've got our little TCAS here. Let me just check my speed. Yeah, I'll get a bit more thrust here because the speed's slowly reducing. I don't want to go any slower. It's at about there. I don't mind going a bit more than decimal 74. I don't mind going up to the Barber's Bomb because we won't get there otherwise. Oh, turn on out, hold on there. Oh, there we go. Whoops, that's just the flight director guidance. Thank you very much, Ice. At
13575.
least it's now showing us what we should be doing. Oh, I got your message, Alpaca 4 Lima Charlie. I want to go to Quito. There's no pressure. I'd love to go there. We're going to go there soon, man. Don't worry at all. I've got so many route requests here. I've got like hundreds to do, but I don't mind going. We've only been to South America once. Alfie, Alpaca 45 Papakov. That was me with the premature lineup back in Heathrow. I blame Nigel in the Speedbird for taking ages to line up. I didn't know what to hang about. Don't worry, report to Chief Pilot later and explain what happened, and all will be good. Seatbelts can come off now. I think you're right. Let's just give it a few more minutes. You don't want to turn it straight back on. What do you want? What do you want? Not getting enough attention, I know, because we're doing a live stream. That's why. Go link Mummy, go on. Where's Mummy? Why is X-Pilot beeping, Tony? That's because someone's sending me a private message on X-Pilot. Uh-oh. I usually find looking at the sky helps my VATSIM connection issues with my FPS. There we go. It's just ortho in the clouds. Pilot boy, did you go modular or integrated? I went integrated. Just to me, I need a good 737-400. That's what I learned to fly in FS 2000-2004. I think IXG is the best 400. I don't know if that's been updated in a long time though. There's a few features missing, but I know that the team behind that put a lot of effort into making that. Pilot Mike, I did my MCC jock at 737-400. Great fun. Yeah, I think you did at Oxford as well, didn't you? We probably went in the exact same sims. Did mine in a 400 too. All those years ago. So inbound to waypoint 4, guys. There we are, inbound to Amboise 13.7. In fact, the flight plan, if you look at my Instagram, if you want to keep up to date, it said we're going to get there at 48, time 16:48. That says we're going to be there in 9 minutes, and it's now 39. It's perfect. Like the times I worked out the flight plan are so accurate. SimBrief is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Photographer 22, will you play Flight Sim 2020? I do have an alpha build of that. That's like everyone in there. They've got NDAs, so I can't discuss what my thoughts are on that. But yeah, when it comes out, we'll definitely use it. Look at our speed. I've got like 90% N1, and it's just not maintaining its speed at all. Super heavy, guys. Super heavy. Taryn Cumulus, I saw that, Mike. Let's hope it doesn't develop into anything more sinister. Well, that's a point. Wow. Weather radar could probably put the tilt down now.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There's a little bit of noise on my thrust lever, that's why it's always moving here. Same with my tiller, look at the tiller always moving.
I heard no smoking. Sing has been turned off. Be right back.
Thank you very much, Max. You're a very generous donation there. Thank you, sir. I had no smoking sign has just been turned off. I'll be right back. Max, thank you very much. Please don't put the cigarette out in the toilet. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed the content, sir. Thanks for the continued support. Message from Porto Approach. Hi, are you guys planning to fly to Porto next? We have an event going on between Alicante and Porto. Was that Lisbon? I thought it was. I don't know. I'll have a look at that. Bernardo, I'm always looking for different events and stuff to do. And this today, yeah, you're saying yes, I know, because that's where you're from. You're from Porto. Mariana would love to do a Porto shoot, but we'll have a look at it. No, you can't land. One of the reasons the routes I generally take are usually where there's events and stuff. The reason I want to do this route is because I'm familiar with it, and especially useful in this aircraft. Secondly, there is an event going on in Alicante today, doing an Alicante-Lisbon shuttle, so I knew we'd get ATC at this time. So yeah, I'll have a look at that. Alpaca 17 Delta just messaged in Porto ATC asking if they're our second leg. Yeah, I'm not. No, this is just the only sector we're doing today. Only sector we're doing today.
50, 40, 30,
Thank you very much, Nubik, coming in for another notation. Thank you very much, so kind, for all the great work you and Mariana put into the community, and for lovely Jack, of course.
For all the great work you and Mariana put into
Sorry,
our
I read it already.
community. And for lovely Jack, of course.
Oh, thank you very much, Nubik. You're most welcome. Glad you enjoy the content. Continue. Oh, we got new members coming in as well. Thank you very much, firstly, to Kada Zolt, who's just joined as a member, and secondly, Sim Toolkit Pro. Fantastic! Can't believe you've just joined as a member. Thank you very much, Sim Toolkit Pro, as well. Both get the exclusive members-only content, and look at that, guys, up here. Sim Toolkit Pro is the developer of my nice little overlay here, which I grabbed about 3 weeks ago, and it's really, really nice, powerful tool for flight planning and stuff. I only use it for the overlay, but thank you very much for providing it. What's going on here? So I'm glad the navigation's worked. Inbound to Amboise. Oh my god, what is going on? What have you said in Discord? Free Mariana? Oh my god. What have I missed here? I've logged off Discord for stream. What's this all about? Free Mariana. She is not landing this stream. You're not this stream. We might have a fun one day, guys, offline, where Mariana attempts to land based on... Offline? You're not going online on VATSIM. It's for professionals. Yeah, not landing an aircraft. We might do a Sunday special next week, where we look at Mariana landing for fun. But now I want to fly the 200 like a little child. Soon. Free Mariana. Hashtag free Mariana. Unbelievable. Don't you start pitting in Richard Nash as well. I'll come over when he's out and we can do a stream without him. Brilliant. Uh-oh. I need to look at the sky. My frames. Thank you.
50, 40, 30,
Okay.
20, 10.
Unbelievable. Kim, thank you very much for the donation there. Let's get the repair fund going. To landing in Porto. Hashtag free Mariana. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Kim, for the donation. Thanks, Kim, for the continued support. And also, thank you to Kim for putting a lot of effort in towards making some liveries and stuff for the virtual airline. And to Paul F as well. Both of you working in the background there, spending your free time. I've had no input, and I don't expect you to ever to do that work. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Ah, good stuff. So 22 miles to go until our next waypoint, Amboise.
40, 30.
And then after Amboise, it's going to be a right turn southbound to Limoges, 14.5. Oh, look, I've not monitoring our speed with the order front. Now we're doing Mach decimal 7.8. It's going to take a little bit off there because we're going to burn too much fuel otherwise. There we go, around there. Thank you very much, Kurosh Jali, for the donation. Very kind of you, sir. Keep up the great work, Captain. Hope you have a butter. Thank you very much, Kurosh. Fingers crossed for the butter into Alicante. Like I said, the 200, I don't know if it's my joystick config. It feels very different to the Zebo mod, but it's very somewhat delayed in pitch for me. And I've not really ever managed to butter this aircraft. In fact, I've either bounced it or ballooned it. But I might flare a little bit illegally today, so start a gentle flare around 40 feet and just hopefully round it out gently. We've got a long enough runway. But we always prioritise butter over safety in Outback Railways. Lucas, is this VOR to VOR only? Yes and no. We are VOR navigating between points, but we're primarily using INS to navigate between the points. 13 miles to go towards Amboise. Should be in there just in 2 minutes. No excuses, Captain. We need the butter, says Flame Godzilla. I'll see what I can do. Luca, have a nice flight, by the way. Or new to channel. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard, and I hope you're enjoying all of the streams we're doing this time. There will be a time, guys, when I will have to go back to work, albeit quite slowly, and I won't be able to do 2 or 3 streams a week. But I'll do what I can for now. It's been great fun to kind of do more videos to you guys. Pilot Boy, questions regarding pilot mics or my employment? Pilot Boy, Pilot Mike won't answer that, neither will I. Any questions regarding either our employment or anyone who's a real pilot high won't be answered. Listen to me, can you use INS and the NG the same way you're using this one? Not really. The IRS has laser gyros and it's only used as a kind of position information, but the PFD uses the accelerometers. It provides a lot of it. It provides a lot more information in the 7.3, but it's all automated. We don't have anything like this. A big cloud up here. So yeah, engine anti-ice not really required because the static air temperature, which I don't think I have any accurate information on, or any gauge which shows me static air temperature. Is there a static air temperature gauge here? Not sure. It'll be cold enough to not have engine anti-ice on. There are, so we're now directly overhead at Amboise. Right turn to Limoges, so let's now tune Limoges 14.5 as backup.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
14.5, master caution, fuel, centre pumps can come off now. And there we go, distance 95, 95, that looks like we're all tracking correctly. Next waypoint then is Limoges. Waypoint 4 to 5, check the INS, 4 to 5, 13 minutes, 93 miles. Oh my god, you've got, who helped me write this? Oh. Just reading. That's going to be hard to answer in chat. It can't answer that one, chat. I'll reword it. That's good though. Mariana's, bless her, she's written the quiz. That's not correct. That is definitely not correct. That Google isn't always right. That is 100% incorrect. That is not right. I can change it so I can have that answer. I need to remember the name of the thing. But yeah, well done, Mariana, to getting the quiz all sorted. Oh god, look at that, decimal 79. Let's just take me through a bit. There was something that happened associated with that. Type in first do that and tell me what the year was. We need a time for the quiz as well, just in case anyone needs to pop out. Liz has been trying to answer them already. I'll find it. Just want the year. Yeah, that's the year. I don't want to do. No. Can I have a domestic? Whoop my ass. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I'm not sure about that one though. Honestly. No, but that's not correct either. That one. What aviation quiz? Where did you find this? Alright, the quiz is going to have to require some fixing. Some of the questions are not 100% accurately correct. Mariana tried to find some aviation-themed questions, and some of them are not quite what we're looking for. Some of them are good though. Yeah, what time are we going to do this quiz? Well, according to the flight plan, our top of descent is going to be at 18:01, so 1 hour 10 minutes from now. Let's say we'll do the quiz at past, so 4:30 Zulu, 5:30 in the UK. We'll do the quiz at 5:30 in the UK, 40 minutes from now, 40 minutes until the quiz. The prize, a Flight Deck to Sim mug, posted to you. All I'll need is your email address. So actually what I'll do, it'll be far easier if you order it. I'll PayPal you as soon as you won the quiz. Drop me a message on any of the social media feeds with your YouTube name. Show me it's your YouTube name so I know it's you, and then we'll get it all sorted. Thomas, if not another one, are you regarding the quiz? Infinite flooding, another 40 minutes. I know, we haven't got the quiz ready. Come on, blimey. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. I've got 42 new followers on Instagram. Thank you very much for checking that out. It's not too active, obviously, because I'm not flying much there. But yeah, the Instagram does have a lot of information about the streaming schedule. And new thing I'm trying now is to give you some stuff there. So, for example, the flight plans I can now fill out and just take a picture and put it on Instagram so you can all see it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, thanks for that. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button as well. I've lost track completely how many thumbs up we've had for this video. Oh, I need to look at something that's going to affect my performance. Let's look into the universe. Uh-oh. I have to log back onto VATSIM. Ah! Just been disconnected. It's just doing this because it loads in Ortho for a whole new section at 19.9. It's definitely Ortho doing this. RIP for VATSIM. I'll wait just for it to get above 90.9 again. It's the clouds kill it. Ortho 4XP kills it. They just have this little bottleneck occasionally. Need to stare at something which isn't difficult for the PC to load. There we go. Let's get back onto VATSIM. Connect. There we are. We're back in. Oh, Carl, thank you very much for the donation. Again, your continued support is just off this planet. Just quickly pop in, say hi, feeling poorly today and can't stay, I'll watch later. Have a great flight and stay healthy. Well, Carl, sorry to hear that, buddy. Keep us posted as ever in Discord. We're all looking out for you, especially. And I hope it's nothing too serious and I wish you a speedy recovery, buddy. And yeah, stay safe out there. Thank you very much. Your continued support, very, very kind. Cool. So inbound to Limoges, 14.5, box 1 and 2, just for the ease of things. Then we'll go there. Dominic, please fly to Romania. We haven't been to Romania yet. We'll have to do a few more sectors in Eastern Europe for sure. Everything's back to around 30-ish frames per second. 26, that's okay. 25, sometimes it doesn't get any lower than that. 24. Come on, there we go. 25. That's fine, but it sticks around that. Will Bewley, anyone know how to calm a Jack Russell down? That's a very unique advice you're looking for in an aviation-themed chat. Cool, we're actually pushing decimal 7.9 now. Because they auto throttle, you have to keep maintaining or keep an eye on your speed and thrust there. Berg, how did your first ever solo went? Well, I can just about remember. It went very well. Very pleased with it. Back in 2008. Just 2 seconds, because someone's just purchased some merchandise. Luke Piercy has purchased an official FlyJSim mug. I hope you don't win the quiz today, otherwise you're going to get a second mug. Thank you very much for getting the official merchandise, and I hope you enjoy many a brew from that. Thank you very much, sir. Glad you enjoyed the content as well. I'm just looking on VATSIM. What a little snake we have going on here across Europe. We have several aircraft on its way to Alicante. We've got Alpaca 17 Delta, which is Justin, who's now a good 30 miles ahead of us because we were puddling along. We've got Alpaca 295, who's no doubt going to overtake me very soon. We've got EasyJet aircraft going from Heathrow. Loads of aircraft going from Heathrow to Alicante. Awesome that you joined along. I'm kind of glad I'm sort of near the front of the queue. Because holding in this could be quite a challenge. It's doable. I practiced it once, no problem, but the workload does increase tenfold because I'm having to do it manually. NGX considering you fly Zibo and not the PMDG. Yeah, the PMDG I've always said, and I always will maintain, it's great. You know, it's a brilliant add-on for procedural stuff as well. It's by the book. Just the simulator itself, I think it needs a bit of an update. I've never used Prepare, to be fair, but I think it works off the same tabular-based flight system as FSX and X-Plane. Yeah, as I've said many times before, it just handles the simulation of flight much better. That's why I moved. And obviously the Zibo mod is quite extraordinary. What it's Zibo's quite extraordinary what he's achieved in the time he's been keeping that thing going. Thank you very much to Paul Shoesmith, just joined as a member. Welcome on board. Glad you joined the content. You get all the exclusive members only content. Thank you very much, sir. It looks like we are going to have ATC for the entire sector. There's a lot of aircraft going in between Lisbon and Alicante for the event, but otherwise the approach looks reasonably quiet. At least we'll give something for the controllers to do.
All control NUS 7, Atis, flight level 280, request possible flight level 300.
He sounds like one of my old flight instructors.
Flight 300, NUS
Girodown, what's your favourite aviation movie? I tell you what's the absolute classic favourite aviation film mine is Memphis Belle. Absolutely love that film. Memphis Belle, if you get a chance to watch that. Brilliant. Aston, how much fuel are you burning per hour? Let's have a look. This is in pounds per hour. So yeah, £5,000 an hour. Divide that by 2.2. Where's my calculator for an exact figure? 2.3 tonnes an hour. It's actually not too bad. Be a little less in the NG, the cruise. Not too far off, but remember this has half the capacity of an NG. Awesome stuff. Guys, I am going to take a quick 5-minute break from the cockpit. I'll just let ATC know as well, and I'll be right back with you. I'll see you very shortly. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I better tell ATC first. Euro Control Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. We just need to leave the cockpit for 5 minutes. I'll call you when I'm back.
Roger.
Perfect. Right, see you again, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot for that, guys. I am back. A little bit refreshed. I'm just checking again with the controller. You're at Control Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, back in the flight deck. Uh-oh. You've been disconnected? Oh, great. Was that performance related? I hope not. Good luck with that. Goddamn performance on this. Eurocontrol Alpaca 5 Lima Papa back at the flight deck.
Thank you.
Perfect. Right, he knows we're here, back on the network as well. Yes. Seems like it's draining my PC in a few occasional points. So we've looked at some of the questions in the quiz. They've been good. Mariana has got some absolute cracking questions to chosen. So we'll do that quiz in about 25 minutes. What, I missed anything else? Because actually right now looking at this, I don't know where I am. So waypoint 5 to 6. So inbound to Ajan, 14.8. So we passed the other one. It's a good job I hope I've programmed this correctly, because if I hadn't, if I misprogrammed these coordinates, we'd be turning in a completely different direction. I wouldn't have seen it. So yeah, inbound to Ajan now, 14.8. We've got VOR back to 91 and the INS. No trick questions, no, they're all proper questions. Luca Bulai, how long is this flight? It should be around 2 hours 20 from the start. You can see our estimated time of arrival at the top there. We should be touching down with no delays around 6:25 Zulu, so 7:25 in the UK. I missed a donation, did I? Oops. Will, I did miss it, Will. Sorry for that. 70 minutes ago. My apologies, Will. Ahoy, where are we at, Captain? My dog is going bad. Thank you very much, Will, for your donation. Sorry I missed that, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Listerman, could you tell ATC to tell you your location? I could. Pretty embarrassing, though. Excuse me. Where am I? It's implying you're lost. Seb Slater, I just compared your CPU to mine, and mine has twice performance for half the price. Interesting. I think it's definitely the bottleneck for my PC, because from what others have told me, graphics card is pretty beefy, but it always seems to be the CPU that's struggling to process everything. Nothing else is running in the background except Streamlabs, Xpilot, and SimToolkit Pro. That is all that's running. I always shut everything down in the background. Oh, I also missed a member joining. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Paul Shoesmith, if I didn't say so already, welcome on board as a member. My apologies, buddy. Welcome on board. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content as well. Thanks, Berlin Flight, for highlighting that. Practice band, practice band, practice band. Request position fixed. Oh yeah, Paul. I thought I had Paul Shoesmith. Or Berlin Flight nearly caught me out, but I remember now. Yeah, it's tough streaming. Sometimes you forget what you have and haven't done. Belly flight, also my bad. No problem, buddy. No problem. And I appreciate that. If I ever miss anything, I need to try and highlight that. I'm just sorry. Excuse my quietness. I'm just looking at the questions. I was just adding a couple more there. We've got some good ones. Say again? Huh? Adding. We've only got 8. Do 10. I've just got a couple more. A bit more specific to this aircraft we're flying, actually. Ah, that's a good one.
You said 250 over 379? Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. We've got 10 questions now. Awesome stuff. Right.
1275.
Franco Bob Fred, thank you very much for the $1 donation. Glad you enjoyed the content, sir. Hope you're well wherever you are in the world. US, obviously. And, thanks for donating. Appreciate it. Right. So let's just have a bit of an organisation on the desk. We don't need Heathrow chart there anymore. And what I will do is we're top of descent should be at around 45-50 minutes from now. In about 15 minutes we'll start the quiz, and then as soon as the quiz is done we'll get the charts up ready. So I'm going to look here. I wonder what these are. These two little buttons. There's a lot of stuff in this flight deck. I don't know. I'll show you the cabin actually. Look at this livery. It's such a short little stubby aircraft. Uh-oh, X-Pilot's not going to like this. Look at the sky. There we go. Here's cattle class, or alpaca straw class we call this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I better not pull anything here, might open the... Well, you should be able to do it with the pressurisation. Look at the sky. Oh dear. Come on. Yeah, this is becoming more frequent performance issues on this PC. Disconnected again, even though the frames were probably not as high as that. Reconnecting now. I think Ortho has a huge part to play with it. And once it's finished loading, it sort of stabilises again. So now, well, I say that. Look, it's just it usually bottoms out at 20, 19. It does this 19.9 thing, which was the issue I was having in the flight factor the other week. So maybe so there we are. I couldn't get... Oh well. Andrew, I hope I will see Zero Mod for FSX one day. Well, I think FSX is pretty much dying out now. Petrich noted it was disconnecting over France as well. Yeah, it was. I mean, that was definitely linked though to the screens though. There was a huge performance drop off with that. But it's been quite good recently. And you know, we did the stream in the States with Cloud as well. I had the zoom level for Ortho at 16. This is 17, and I think that, I guess, what's that using? Processing power to get all the Ortho tiles? I mean, it's a huge amount of information it needs to process and put into the sim. So maybe lowering it to zoom level 16 might help, because we did the flight in the States the other week. It was completely fine. Oh, 3 days ago, Thursday, wasn't it? Burke, have you seen the FlyJSim 2020 footage? Yes, I went to Seattle actually. I was one of a few other streamers and FlyJSim aficionados that was invited to the alpha build. Played it back in September and recorded a video on that. And I have an alpha copy, but again, that's as much detail as you want on it. Liam, has Zebo fixed the auto brake glitch yet? Yes, we had an issue where the auto brake couldn't be disengaged the other day. He fixed that within 10 minutes after the stream, and he'd already updated and fixed it. Of course he's fixed it. Alright, speed's good, decimal 7.5, flight level 310. Approaching Ajan, 14.8, and then we'll be soon crossing the Pyrenees. Yeah, now look, the sim's pretty nice, sitting around 30. I could deal with that. If it's sat at this all day, it's cool, but it's just that Ortho getting loaded in. France Aviation, is this payware or not? This is a payware aircraft. Yep, Zebo Mod's free, that's what we were just talking about. Paul, every time I download the latest Zebo now, there's a new version. Yeah, it's tough to keep up. I actually keep 2 copies, in fact. One copy which I know is stable, working fine, and then Zebo often sends a pre-release version on his own private Discord, which has a few of us testers in it, and I always keep that backup copy in case his update didn't quite work, because he's often testing things or trying new things out, and he's just recently updated a brand new autopilot system, which works a little bit more realistically. Stephen, do you like Airbus planes or just Boeing? I have no rifts with Airbus. I obviously work in the Boeing, and from a flying aviator point of view, I obviously prefer the Boeing too, as I think any pilot would. The Airbus is a box of tricks, but it is a heck of a clever box of tricks. So, yeah, I'm a Boeing guy. Yeah. Ortho does look really, really nice out there. Aircraft up there. But yeah, thank you very much, Ice5, if you're here in the chat, for making this livery absolutely wicked. It's awesome. The old wire there, that's the HF antenna. So absolutely, I saw it. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. So, got 9 waypoints programmed, which is good because you can only fit 9 in the box. I think once you get to the 9th waypoint, you can then reprogram number 1 and stuff whilst you're flying along. So yeah, I could probably go to 1, and if I go to waypoint here, 1, I can program waypoint 1 now, and then I guess after 9 it goes to 1 or 0, I'm not sure. That's what we want there. Perfect, 22 miles to go. 3.5 minutes until we get to Ajan. Which is here. Making good progress, look. We're just over halfway. That's halfway point from about 5-10 minutes ago. After Ajan to Malya. 112.1. Air Rocket VATSIM, yes, we're on the VATSIM network. G Grant, when's the quiz? Quiz is in 15 minutes, half past. Thanks for subscribing, Harry La. Welcome on board, sir. Tim, I think you can only program 9 waypoints in the IS, and you have to start at 1 again. Yeah, that's what I read up, Tim. But thankfully, with our routing state, it was just fortunately the 9 waypoints between the airways, which is pretty cool. Brendan, fly the Concorde for 50k. That would be quite befitting. We'll see. Might come sooner if you're lucky. Plane spots, Ben, you subscribe. Thank you very much. Oh, lots of subscriptions coming in now. Thank you, Juan, Sebastian Franco, and Rudy Presley. Welcome aboard. Infinite Flight Deck, you want the Concorde at 45k. That's not too far away. I don't know where we're at now. We're 44.2, 44.3. It's nice to see it go up though. That's really cool. But I don't keep too much of a track of it. I'm usually too busy programming other things or planning the next stream. In real life flight for 100k. Negative. James MP, does it get annoying if you let someone in the flight deck after a flight and they start chatting to you when you're getting the aircraft turned around? Not at all. We've got plenty of time just to have someone have a quick look at the door. Attitude, you're right. Keep smashing that thumbs up button. We're trying to reach 1,000 likes for today. A cool, crisp 1,000. Oh, Tim, thank you very much, buddy, for the £4 donation. Very kind, as usual. He's what is that? It's a pair with a passing me a T. Thank you very much, Tim. Very kind. Awesome. So here we are. So yeah, it looks like the DME from the INS is exactly over the point. So it doesn't. This is the slant range. You'll notice when this goes to 0, it will be the DME distance will be our exact height over the beacon. Thank you, Tim. Aerosoft, what are your computer specs? If you scroll down to the video description below, you'll see right at the bottom all the bits and pieces inside my PC, or you can use the exclamation mark PC there. There you go, 9 knots given to you. If you have any questions to ask usually about what I'm in, what my specs are, what I'm flying, you'll usually find it in the video description. I always update that prior to the stream. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that, it's a Rhino aircraft up above us.
132, that's the 350. 132,
That's cool. It'd be great if you could get the contrails from other aircraft though. You can see, look, you can actually see, look, because my frames are dropping off, he's kind of jumping ahead. That's like the performance issue for my PC. Ah. Look at the sky, I know. This is a lot of clouds, a lot of ortho, and I'm guessing it's trying to load in the Pyrenees at the moment. Or look at the floor, maybe. That's what I do after a long day. Look at your shoes. Damn it! There we go. Ooh, slight security issue there. I can hear the passengers. Cool. Right, yes, we're directly overhead. We're just past Ajan. Let's put Malia now, 112.1. You usually wait until you're around halfway to switch them, but because I'm using INS, I'm going to switch right now to the inbound beacon. 158159, perfect. INS certainly lowers the workload, as long as you've got it all programmed in correctly. Logistic, what is your real name? That is something I don't disclose. Not who I am, who I work. It's all private. What did we say I am a real name? Lone Ranger. You can call me Lone Ranger. This the edits. If I ever want to build a home 737 cockpit, I love aviation. I love the 737. I don't know how that should be built. There's all sorts of companies that'll help you with that one. There's probably someone in chat that has a home built cockpit. Some of the members doing it, of course. Thank you very much for the donation there, Franco Bob Friend. $2. Shut off both engines. That helps with performance. Helps with fuel burn. I'm not sure about performance. Thank you very much for your donation there. Oh, it's a shame it's so cloudy because I was hoping to look at the Pyrenees. In fact, CP's around Alicante. You should perhaps increase the range of this. I don't know if this works. Does it work with the FlyJSim, the weather radar? Let's put the tilt right down, see if we get any ground return.
Sorry, je ne parle pas français. English, please challenge right in English again. And
message from Friner 36 Papatel. Can you see my belly? Yeah, you just flew over past us a second ago. I think you're well ahead of us now, though. Looks like a French pilot tried to speak French to a non-French controller. It didn't work out too well. No Magenta line, absolutely not HX Trinity. Look at this beast. More GSV, do you have to pay for this game? Yes, it's X-Plane 11. I don't know what it is in the X-Plane store at the moment, about $40, $50. Maybe a bit tad more, I don't know. And that's pretty much all you need to download. If you do that the Zebo mod, that's pretty much what I fly 90% of the time. And a few plugins. But yeah, it's a very accessible sim, a very good sim. I think it's the best sim on the market right now. I hope I don't get a shortcut. Hi Captain, it's Freckles Aviation here. I'm friends with one of the Heathrow controllers. He sends his thanks for your professionalism and helping to deal with the open mic issue. Nice stream, by the way. Can't wait for the quiz. Oh, that's no problem at all. Yeah, someone had a stuck mic, and we always try and do everything as realistic as possible, as professional as possible on VATSIM, just because that's what the network's all about. It's not the place where if you want to mess around and stuff, you're going to be very welcome. But yeah, if you guys, always more than welcome to join me in the streams, and 99.9% of you are brilliant. You follow the rules, you fly as realistically as possible, because that's what we're trying to do here, and that's all I ever ask of you, because VATSIM is a fantastic service that is completely free, and you have world quality controllers. In many cases, some of the controllers are real controllers, but even the guys we're representing our real pilots in a desktop simulator. They're representing their real life professionals as well, and they're doing a very good job in pretty much all cases. So yeah, that's all I ever ask for. So a little bit of a gap in the cloud. See any of the Pyrenees? Not quite very cloudy here.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, Passenger Escobar's granddad. He's just donated £1. What's the in-flight special meal today to go with my cigarettes? Well, thank you very much, Passenger Escobar granddad. In the back, I think we've just got TV table meals. That's what you call it in the States, isn't it? Ready meals. We've got cauliflower cheese as the veggie option, and stew, beef stew for the meat eaters. That's it. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Can we do some more internal UK flights like Newcastle, Gatwick, Heathrow, Belfast, Southampton, Jersey, more flights in the UK? Yeah, we go all over the world, and obviously I do a lot of flights in Europe because I have all of the ortho for that area, but we're doing some more flights in the US next week. I want to carry on leaving from Atlanta. I want to go down further south. I want to do that South American Quito one soon. I always look out for a few events on VATSIM too, so yeah, we've got all sorts we need to do. Robert Finner, no Twinkies today. No, that's only for the American branch of Alpaca Airways. The catering's based on where we are. So what are we in the UK? Yeah, so Yorkshire puddings, we should have said, and tatties and black pudding. Well, no, you'd be leaving Scotland or something for that. Will be to do Heathrow to Sydney? Absolutely not. Those long haul streams really are once in a blue moon thing, honestly. Not unless I go and leave the stream for 4 hours, but I did literally sit in front of my computer for 8.5 hours there. Right, here comes the Pyrenees under the cloud. What usually happens, you find when you're flying to Spain, you get to over the Pyrenees and it's completely clear skies. It's Spain. It's incredible how it usually is. I'd say 7, 8 out of 10 times. It's incredible. It just stops in the Pyrenees. Let's have a look at the latest weather in Alicante on the METAR. Oh, 3 minutes until the quiz, guys. 3 minutes. Just had a look at the time. Right now, Alicante, towering cumulus, easterly winds, 19 degrees. Okay. Thunderstorms forecast from 2 to 11 at night. Interesting. And you get Pyrenees, so the Pyrenees. Yeah, you do pilot if it's quite strong winds. Looking good though, just poking at the clouds. Bizarrely, it's quieter here. Well, I suppose the air noise, but I should think it'd be a lot louder being sat here. Power play, yeah, that was a tough one to replay. I wouldn't expect anyone to replay that in full. My goodness. I'm actually going to do, you shouldn't really do this, but I'm going to preset the QNH on the standby altimeter here to 1005, just so I know what it is. There we go. No. I'm looking at the sky. Damn it. I think that's about the third or fourth time that's happened here. I mean, it's... Yeah, I think it's mostly the clouds and the ortho.
325, I guess.
3375. Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Brendan, how long does it take to train to become an airline pilot? Well, it depends which way you go. If you take an integrated course, you can get it done in 18 months. If you do a modular course, spread it out, you can take as long as you need, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. There's so many different routes you can take. Quiz now. Alright, it's time for the quiz. Mariana, you ready for the quiz? Alright, so Mariana is going to make a note of who answers the question first in chat using our chat window. So make sure now you're watching it live, make sure you refresh the stream just in case it's lagged behind, so refresh your browsers. The last two, the answers. But don't you want that one as number 10? Oh, okay. So we're just finalising it here, just making sure it all adds up. Okay, that's correct. I think it's in the same order, so just, I'll let you know. Right, guys, A, B, C, D, doesn't quite write that. Yeah, so let's tell you the rules, guys. Alright, this is how it's going to work. I'll ask a question. Whoever answers it first gets that question right, and we're going to answer 10 questions, okay? After 10 questions, whoever has the most questions right wins. If there's a tie break, we'll make a note of all the people that got the questions right, and then we'll ask an 11th question. And out of the people left, whoever gets that first will win the prize. So it'll be up to 11 questions. It usually goes to 11 because there'll be more than one person. But last time we had someone go to 2. So we'll go to 10 and then we'll work it out. So it's quite difficult in chat to make it work. And we'll see what we can do. Thank you very much to Michael Rudolph, who's just donated. First time I've watched a live stream. Oh, I've just missed the message. Sorry, buddy. First time I've watched a live stream. Just finished work. I was driving my train from Geneva to Zurich with almost no passengers. Greetings from sunny Switzerland. Well, Michael, that's really cool. Yeah, I guess no one, because everyone's self-isolating. But yeah, I hope you had a smooth day at work anyway, at least with no passengers. Oh, Barcelona Centre's now contacting me. Let me just get to Barcelona Centre now, because this guy's really busy. I'll say goodbye. Oh, I can't say goodbye because I've just lost it now. 1, 3, 2, 3, 5. Oops, I was meant to check out though. I can't remember the frequency. I hope he doesn't mind. He was super busy. But anyway, this is Barcelona Centre now. I'll just check in. Oh, better just make sure we're inbound to Mike Lima Alpha as well. What's the waypoint number? Yes, it was Mike Lima Alpha number 7. Perfect. Barcelona, Buenos Tardes, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, maintaining flight level 310 inbound to Mike Lima Alpha. Oops, how do I get the right frequency? The quiz is coming, guys. Yeah, thanks. I spotted I've got the wrong frequency there. Is he going to reply?
Barcelona radar.
Oh, we stepped on him.
X-ray, flight level 350 inbound Oxford.
2x13 X-ray 1 o'clock at it.
Busy.
Barcelona radar, hello, Alpaca 2905, level 370 inbound Benito and Mark decimal 6.
Contact port to approach 121, that was the one last time, on Geo.
Oh. Am I getting...
Alpaca 375, we're running to squawk at it.
I think I'm picking up 2 frequencies here.
Yeah, correction 2 and
that's probably one.
Radar, speedbird 2632, flight level 370, Mach 0.
We're getting there, guys. Apologies for the delay to the quiz. Just looking exactly what we're going past. So it looks like clear skies ahead as well.
Alpaca to identify, thank you very much for the contact, Valencia 3, Lima runway 10. Valencia 3, Lima runway 10, Alpaca to identify, thank you.
Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, flight level 310, Mike Lima Alpha.
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, we run a trainer, contact 310.
Valencia 3, Lima for runway 10, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. We're checked in, guys, so let's get this quiz underway. Right, guys, are you ready? In chat, just gonna go to live chat. Make sure you're on live chat as well, Mona. Not top. Yeah, perfect. She's better than me at this. Right, here we go, guys. Here comes question number 1, and this might take some typing. Okay, this might take some typing. Alright, we need to see the full text. Are you ready? No spelling mistakes either. No spelling mistakes either. Okay, so type it in as quickly. At this one, I don't usually mind spelling mistakes, but this one I do need it correctly. Okay. What does ICAO stand for? What does ICAO stand for? Go. I can just imagine all these people typing. You need to be quick here, Rona, like chat, I'll miss it. Oh, there's a bit of a delay here, everyone's typing. Nash, he can't get it because he's a moderator. No. Okay. Do you want to give it to Nash? Alright, Nash, you get it, well, even though he's a friend of ours. Okay, Richard Nash isn't part of the quiz. He hasn't honestly seen any insider information. But, yeah, alright, we'll give it to Richard Nash, International Civil Aviation Organisation. He is one of the moderators. I swear on my life he's not seen anything. It's not biased. Oh, I see. Oh, dear. Fix rigged. Oh, dear. Right, guys. Don't worry, Nash, haven't you got a mug already? Alright, well just make a note below Nash who the other second one was. Is it William Fullerton? Otherwise, look at the answers. Right, question number 2. Alright, you ready, guys? Ready? Okay. Here's question number 2. What is the time of useful consciousness at 40,000 feet if you have a rapid depressurization? What is it? This is the ATPL, guys.
Yeah, you can see the traffic around us. So yeah, I'm very sorry, sir.
My mistake, sir. I'm sorry. Thank you. Let's start from Porto, Portugal.
Oh my god, how am I going to see this? I haven't seen it. Oh, hold on. I've got it. Taxfer. 18 seconds. Taxfer. Tacsver. He was the first one that said 18 seconds, I think. Unbelievable. Well done, Taxfer. Did you get that? Jack, out you get. Go on, out you get. Come on, out you get. Okay, here comes question number 3, okay? What does a thunderstorm METAR come up? What's the 2 letters? Thunderstorm on a METAR. UK Liam 720, runway 10. Matt Yamin with TS there. Did you get that? Matt Yamin. Very, very good. Uh-oh. Let's look at the sky and the stream. Oh, come on. Well, that was the Pyrenees, guys, anyway. There we are. Okay, question number... all the numbers are different on here, aren't they? 1, 2, 3... Are we going for this one next? No, we haven't done that one, have we? We've got numbers all over the place on this and lots of scribbles. So here's the question. Next question, question number 4. Very easy, okay. What year was the Wright brothers' historic first flight taken? What year was it? There we go, the infinite flight deck. The infinite flight deck coming in with 1903. 1903. Very good. Oh my goodness, I've got all sorts going on here. Need 16-1 here. That's Valencia.
126.65.
Because that's our top of descent. Our top of descent's only 100 miles away. We've got to be quick with this quiz. Okay, I've left this way too late. Okay, question number 5. Right, this is a multiple answers to this one. Okay, multiple answers for this one. Are you ready? Name a type of cloud starting with S. Quick. Michael Sikula. Michael Sikula coming in with Stratus. Very close. Michael Sikula. Did you make a note of that? Okay, next question. Here we go. Okay. Oh, this is the long-winded one. Okay. There's an airport in the UK. Okay, called Glen Rose. Glen Rose. What is it better known as? Or what's its full name? Its local name is Glen Rose. But which airport is it? The name of the city will be fine. 5 airport. Amy Parent got it. Amy Parent. I didn't even look this up. This is one of Mariana's. I hope it's there because everyone's saying something different. 5 airport. Very good. Okay, very easy question coming up here. Very easy. Alright. Here we go. Okay. What does the aileron on an aircraft control? What does the aileron on an aircraft control? Tom Baldock coming in with roll. Tom Baldock, you've been good at quizzes in the past. Very good, Tom Baldock. Okay. Very good. Left, right, up, down. Very good. Alright, there's a couple of questions coming in associated with this aircraft, okay? Associated with this aircraft, we're flying today to 200, alright? Here's a conversion question for you, okay? Very easy. The fuel flow here is in pounds, but how many pounds is in 1 kilo to the nearest decimal point? How many pounds are in 1 kilo? 2.2, Faux News, very good. Faux News coming in with 2.2. Oh, look at the chat go. Guys, it might look like if you're new to the quiz as well, make sure afterwards you refresh it. You might have typed it in first and it looks like you're first, but it's whoever we see, usually after the stream is what comes first. Alright. Another question for you, looking right at it as well. So we're approaching Malia. This is called the INS. What does the I stand for in INS? Tom can't accept that. Michael Sikula, isn't he got one right already? Michael Sikula coming in with inertial. Very good. I'll accept inertia. I'll accept inertia. Tom, I can't. That's too different. But inertia, I can accept. Michael Sikula. Last question. So, someone who's already got one question right has to get it. Otherwise, Michael Sikula will be taking away an official FlyJSim mug. And it's quite a good one. Okay, it's one of 3 answers. Okay. Whose idea was it to start FlyJSim? Was it me, Mariana, or Jack? Whose idea was it? Mariana, Amy Parent. Oh, it's a tie! Amy Parent. Oh, no! Amy Parent. You got it right with Mariana. It's a tie break. No, I'm not going to do a question. But both of you will get an official FlyJSim mug. And it's really dodgy because they are both members. I'm telling you, I swear on my entire life, this is not rigged in any way at all. You know, the last time we did this, it wasn't a member, and the other one was a members only quiz, so it just shows you that it isn't there. So yeah, Amy Parent and who was it? Please get me a message, we'll get the bugs off to you. I can see a lot of the guys going, rigged, rigged, rigged. It's not rigged. Go look at the previous quiz on the last stream. That was a non-member there. It is completely non-rigged. And we'll be doing this every stream there, but I'll both send you a Flight Deck to Sim official mug. As it's 2. And secondly, I don't have any time because I've got 80 miles from top of descent, so I really need to get things going. But thank you, congratulations to both of you. You will get the members only thing. That is not rigged. It's just absolutely coincidental. The members there. Actually, right now I think it's like 1 in 5 people watching are members. So exposed fake news. Oh my god, so bad. Google it. It's fixed. Unbelievable, guys. Go see the other stream for genuine there. Recount. Unbelievable. Right, less of that, more on what we need to do. We're only about 80 miles from top of descent, so we're now inbound to Valencia, 16-1. 16-1 coming up active this side. There isn't too much to... Direct to Valencia, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. We are inbound to Valencia, 16-10. Yeah, we're perfect, we're already inbound to Valencia. Thank goodness for that, because I have no idea how to program that in the INS. Right, so there's no descent winds to input here, there's no FMC. We'll just get rid of that for now. Alicante. So we're going to be flying the Valencia 3 Lima arrival here, and it's a nice arrival to fly. Straight in from Valencia to the initial approach 6. So where are you on the chart? Valencia 3 Lima. I'm staring right at it, I know I am. Oh my goodness, there we are. Valencia 3 Lima. Approach ILS Zulu runway 10. And the airport is going to be the airport. The chart we want is the. We'll just go for the airport chart, which is. Someone's bought a mug anyway. Oh, thank you very much, Alex Dean. What's your comment there? I could just miss that there. I better get. I better get mine first, he said, Alex Dean. Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry you didn't get the quiz, but thank you very much for supporting the channel anyway, getting yourself a Flight Deck to Sim. Very, very kind. Thank you, sir. Brilliant. Right, airport info. So, right, let's talk a little bit about this arrival. So, how do I know when to descend? Well, it's 3 times our height. We're at 31,000 feet. So, when we're 93 miles away from our touchdown zone, we can initiate our descent. Now, how can I work that out? Well, if we have a look here on the flight plan. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's always charts. There we are. If you have a look when we're overhead Valencia, where is it here? Valencia. This is the total remaining distance to go, 84 miles, okay. Oh, what's happened to my mouse? Oh dear. 84 miles, okay. So if we're overhead Valencia, 84 times 3 is around 27,000 feet. It's a little bit too close. If we take 20 miles off that, that's around a 6,000 feet descent. That works out quite nicely. So when we're 20 miles from Valencia, 20 miles from this, that's 60 miles from now, we're going to initiate our descent. So we're going to route with the INS initially, from Valencia to Vilna. Once we get to Vilna, that's the last waypoint for the INS. It's all done. We're going to have to fly the DME arc. So if it's busy, we'll have to enter the hold manually. If not, we're going to fly a DME arc. So I have never flown a DME arc in real life. We're going to be trying it for the first time in a sim with needles. We go from Vilna. What we need to do, you take your initial radial here, 325. After Vilna, and then we need to subtract 90 degrees, which is going to be 235, and that's our initial track. And then we're going to make 10-degree turns, okay, using the RMI. Every time the RMI drops 10 degrees, we're going to make another further 10-degree turn. You can't... 12665 Alpaca 5 and Lima Papa Bike. So 12665. So yeah, we're going to make 10-degree turns. So initially we're going to fly 235, 225, 215 until we get to 290. 90 off 290 is 200. Once we're on the 200 heading, we're going to make our 290 radial. We're going to make our turn onto the localizer. It's quite difficult to explain if you don't have the core knowledge, but I'll try my absolute best to explain what I'm doing, what procedure we're following. Like I said, it's sort of a bit of a mix-up of what should works for me, and I'll try and explain what I'm doing. I've never flown one in real life, and I did actually look up some guidance yesterday, but it should be okay. Barcelona, Buenos Aires to Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, maintaining flight level 310 inbound to Valencia.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, hello, INT 5, expect runway 20 via Valencia 3 Lima, report confirmed to descent.
Expect Valencia 3 Lima for runway 10 Wilco, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. Cool, so yeah, we're going to fly this 20 DME arc. So essentially we're flying an arc, making sure we maintain 20 miles away from Alpha Lima Tango at all times. So what we're going to do is tune up 110.3. What I'm going to do is put, no, 110.3 here. And 110.3 here. What we got going in here? Freckles Aviation's just bought a mug as well. Everyone buy a mug. And if we... I can't miss that, Freckles Aviation. The comments so quick on my stream, lads. Thank you very much, buddy, for supporting the channel directly, getting yourself a mug. Oh, there will be more quizzes with more prizes, guys, so don't feel like you've missed out at all. We'll do plenty more. Seb Slader's just joined as a member. Thank you very much. Welcome on board as a member, sir. Glad you're enjoying the content. And thank you for subscribing as well, Shane T. Pendrick. And also add Seb Slader, he'll get all the exclusive members-only content too. Right, so just make sure we don't jump the gun here. Let's just make sure we've got 16.1 still active. 16.1, 16.1. We've got 1103 Alicante for the DME, and then we can tune the ILS later on as well. List of people losing on the quiz are provoked to buy the mug. Rigged. I didn't even make... Oh, for goodness sake. I didn't even plan on doing a quiz, let alone here. Thank you very much. Paul Rich just bought a mug as well. This was not a plan. This is going to, like... No. Oh. Oh, someone bite a beach towel. Oh my god, Zolgadar. Wherever you are in the world, or wherever you go on holiday, you're going to look the absolute boss with that beach towel. Thank you so much for the purchasing that. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed the content. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you very much. Stop with the rig talk. I know, I better... They'll find out what happened. Thank you very much, Alan Scott. Welcome on board as a member too. You get all the exclusive members-only content as well. Glad you're enjoying the content. Marianne's just signed off for the day. She's just popping downstairs, so thank you very much for her help during the stream. She's jumped out the window. She can't take any more of the banter back here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, remember guys, 20. When this is 20, we'll request descent. That's around 100 miles to go. People becoming members to increase their chances of winning, I know. That's why when Richard Nash, if you're still there, when you answered, I was like, I can't make you win because you're a friend of mine. Such a personal friend. Yeah, he sent the members the answer to the question, but not helping them. There were several non-members that got the answers right, to be fair. Anyway. Inbound to Valencia. Let's make sure we're actually inbound to Valencia. There we are. So the INS navigation's worked brilliantly. What a nice little plug-in this is to have. Who couldn't win it? Absolutely no one. Everyone had the same equal price to win that quiz. But we've had some good prizes. I think we'll, if you really want this, guys, we'll make it a every time we stream thing then. But there hasn't been a single stream where I haven't prepared beforehand. I wasn't even planning on doing a stream. I thought this aircraft would be keeping me way too busy. But to be fair, once you've got the INS loaded, it's completely fine. You know, just let it do its thing. You sort of maintain your speed and thrust. But next time I will prepare a quiz for the next time, so it's all prepared. We can just start it. Tesla guy, you'd like to see an external view? Scan. Let's do a flight pass first. Look at that ortho looking lovely.
11880 for the channel 11 and fit 118.80. 41880 channel 411.
Awesome.
Thank you.
She's no, I didn't have the same chance because I didn't know the answers. Love that. Thank you very much to Robert Fain, who's just joined as a member. Glad you're enjoying the content. Welcome on board, sir. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content through our Discord. For everyone that's joined today as a member as well, thank you very much. To get into Discord, you need to make sure your Discord is synchronised with YouTube. And if you search online on Google Discord YouTube synchronisation, make sure you do that on a web browser, and you need to have Discord on the web browser as well to generate that invite, otherwise it won't work. Just reminded me actually, into a landing performance. There we are, set bugs, we'll go flat 30, there we are. Fuel wise, look, we've got 6.3 tonnes, that's plenty of fuel, really, really nice. So 10 miles till top of descent.
50.
Oh no, thank you very much again for your continued donation and support. That's very kind. Hope you're doing well and having a good day. Great stream. Well, thank you very much, Noah. Glad you're enjoying the content still and you're doing very well yourself, sir. Thank you. There we are. 30 miles to Valencia. And once we approach Vilna, we'll resort to nav. We'll turn off the INS navigation. Carlson 4240, do you read chat? I don't know, are you referring to me? I try to. I try to. Awesome stuff. Guys, 901 likes on the video as well. Couple more pushes and we'll reach that sweet 1,000 questions. Crack it up, be a quiz and a half. 1,000 likes to this stream would be awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Come on. Just about to ask for descent. Don't start now. Look at that lovely sky. Wow. It's bottlenecked again. I'm just going to get kicked off the network again here. Ah. Wow, that is really bad. Thank you very much, whoever that was as well. Another bug purchased by Wrong Way 2001 Robbie. Well, thank you very much, Robbie. Glad you enjoying the content. As X-Plane's having a right old mare here. Oh, come on now, behave. Alright, I'm just going to wait for those frames to jump up. It's literally the worst possible timing. It's getting worse though, for sure. I mean, I did this test sector yesterday and it was completely fine. I had a few little drops, but nothing too bad. Need to request descent now as well. We just passed top of descent point, so we might have to use a little bit of speed brake. Oh, come on. There we go. Look, 40 frames per second now. Just in the cockpit, look, just lacking a bit of performance there. Getting a bit high now, so we need to request descent. Oh, crikey. So yeah, we're going to get very high now. So much for my lovely descent planning. We're 10 miles past top of descent. I'm just going to keep looking up, guys, because it is. Thank you very much, Alan Scott. Loving the stream. Happy to be a member. Thank you very much, Alan. Welcome aboard, sir. And thank you for your donation and membership. Ah, we need to get down now. Oh, approaching Valencia. Extreme navigate with the stars. Ah, come on, come on. Uh-oh. So we're around 4,000 or 5,000 feet high now. Come on, respond. Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, request descent.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, descend level 200.
Descent flight level 200, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. Good stuff, so we're definitely high now. So 200, start reducing that thrust.
United 445, contact Madrid 130.
Spanish senior here is getting very busy. So indicated airspeed, want to maintain. Let's speed up a little bit here because we're super high. Let's go to around 300 knots. Right on the barber's pole. This will help us descend very quickly. Dive, 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 you've got it. Yes, top of descent in chats. That's another new GIF I've got, or emoji, or whatever they're called. Thanks for subscribing, Dominico and Venny. Thank you very much. And Top Tricks Gaming. Welcome on board, guys. Oh my god, all going on here. Small queue is forming ahead of you, reporting congestion. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Get busy, got the message, folks. So about to go overhead. We have gone overhead Valencia now. About to Jesus. Stop speaking Spanish, guys. So 55 miles till run till Vilna. Vilna's another 20. We're about 5,000–6,000 feet high, so let's really crank that speed up. This seems like an absolute tank. Oh. Imagine holding in this thing. Ah, it's okay. It's just following needles.
5,000 feet, maintain
So approaching 5,000 feet to go. We're doing 4,000 feet per minute. Haven't got the Atis yet, guys, but forget it. I have not got the capacity to get that on this aircraft too much. Why is the flight director drifting? Vorlock. FNM, what's the holding procedure on the aircraft? For the same as any other. Got to look at your entry, work out if it's direct procedural, parallel offset or direct. 230 knots maximum below 14,000 feet.
50, 40.
Jacob McGregor, thank you very much for the £5 donation. The extra £5 for your piggy bank should help you descend faster due to the weight increase of 500 pennies. Thank you very much, Jacob McGregor. Yes, we'll put them in the hold. That will definitely help the descent rate then. Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, request further descent. So 40 miles to Vilna. I'm going to have to get further descent here. So I want to go Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, request further descent.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, contact Valencia, control
124.75. 124.5, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, bye. Just use this one because it's easier. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to level off here, but I want to bring the speed all the way back. 124.5. Uh-oh, what's happened there? There we go. Valencia, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, flight level 200 inbound to Vilna, request further descent. Oh, great. What was the frequency? Approach, Lev C. 124.75. That's why. So yes. So I'm going to bring the speed breaker back as well because I want to get the speed really low so when we further descent we could accelerate again. So super high here.
Continue descent, flight level 100 for runway 585.
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa with Valencia, flight level 200 inbound to Vilna, request further descent.
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, continue descent level 150.
Descent flight level 150, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. So 150 straight back to indicated airspeed. We'll let the aircraft accelerate back to our target descent speed of around 280 knots. I'm not going to go too crazy.
Alpaca 5, Lima Papa, for traffic separation, turn right, heading 240.
Right, heading 240 degrees, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. So we need to go on a heading now. That's going to make it more difficult for me. Heading select. So we're going to go 250 now, just because we're getting a delayed vector. We don't go too crazy. Look at that descent rate. Whoosh! Get rid of a speed brake. So if it wants me to go direct to Vilna, what? That's me screwed. Oh my god, what do I do? Well, I guess it's... Oh, how do I go direct to with CIVA? I might need someone in chat to help with that, because I've literally no clue.
Apologies for that, we contacted Alicante approach. We're with you now though at 6,000 feet on the Mito 3 Alpha departure. Again, your call sign? Yeah, that was...
There must be a way. Hold on, I've got the CIVA instructions here. And I've got that, that's cheating. No. So I wanted. Direct to next waypoint. To go direct from the waypoint, if I press waypoint change, then 0.
Alpaca 5 Papa, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, right heading 260, and this continues descent to flight level 100.
Right, heading 260 degrees on a heading descent flight level 100, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. Okay, so I think... Press waypoint change is 9 to 0.
Right to 70, easy, Massa.
Ah, Jesus. Waypoint change. Then 0. Then 9. That's how you do it. 0, 9. Look at it. It did line it up. Alright, I know how to do that now. Okay, well, we might get vectored onto the approach. So yeah, 0, 9 insert, and that did route direct. You see how it's pointing that direction, but we're going much further to the east of Alicante now. Or west. Oh, west. Do you know how disorientating this is? Just to show you, look. There we are, look. We just crossed that radial from Vilna. Could be any. It could be anything getting into here. We'll have to go around as well. Right, so I'm going to go Alicante now. Both sides, 10-3. There we are, 10-3. We'll tune up the ILS as well. I didn't even set the minimums. 1103. Well, I wanted to demo a DME arc, but if I might get vectored onto the approach it. Oh no, this flipping thing. 16-1. 10-3, 10-3. Okay, so we've got the ILS there. We've got... Why are you not... 44 miles. No, hold on. Not that. 13.8. This is stupid. This little switch here is confusing. There we are. So this is at least pointing towards the airport now. So 13.8's there. So this is a bit of a whistle stop tour of Alicante. So
we'll climb down flight level 180 and look.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, the RMI is now pointing towards the airport. So if we need to get to the airport, just follow that way there. But yeah, we're completely off now. We're up here now. Look. There you go. Look. Rip off my ears. So guys, what I'm going to do now is actually turn off the alerts. There we are. I'm going to be maxed out shortly. I will try and keep an eye on chat and everything, but this is Vectors in a classic aircraft. Trying to keep an eye of where you are in relation to everything here. So Vectors for the approach, guys. So sorry about that. I was hoping to do the DME arc, but in a way I suppose I'm pleased. But I did practice it yesterday. This is delayed Vectors now. 1 to go. Let's go to nav now. We're not using the INS anymore. Courses for final approach track was 100. There we are. Look. Approaching flight level 100 as well.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, turn left heading 180 and continue descent a flight level 080.
Left heading 180 degrees, descend flight level 80, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. So 180.
EC 17, turn left heading 240.
80. Seatbelt sign can come on, forgot to do that. Oh, it was already on for the turbines jet area. Right, so heading, flight level 80. Final approach track is 100.
Alpaca 295, Valencia. Alpaca 295,
100, there we go.
continue descent flight level 150.
So we're coming in from the south now. 46 miles away from the airport still.
Descending level 100 to jet 3762.
So I'm going to bring the speed right back now to 220. Because so much for all that effort we made trying to get back on profile, we're very, very low now.
Alpaca 295 for traffic separation, heading 270, brake, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, contact approach 118.80, have a nice land, sir.
11880 Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, thank you, bye. So good ATC, they just accidentally stepped. He gave someone an instruction for a read, but he couldn't read it back because he was trying to get hold of me as well. So it was a little bit of a mistake, but otherwise good. We're on a bit of a whistle stop tour. I don't think I've ever had Vectors like this before. No problem. Oops, I need to. Oh no.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, good evening.
Oh, hello.
Continue descend 7,000 left heading 160 degrees.
Descend 7,000 feet, left heading 160 degrees. Just confirm the QNH, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa.
QNH 1005.
1005, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, thank you. So 1005, set. Passing 8,200 for 7,000 feet. What's happened to my views? Why am I pressing 1 and it's now viewing here? That's not correct. Interesting. Right, let's just resave my views. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Perfect. Right, so 7,000 feet. Still nowhere near the airport. 13.8. We're navigator still pointing direct to the airport. Just to show you where we are. Look, coming on an intercept now, but very, very far away. We're under radar control here, so we don't have to worry about the minimums. Big thing in the 200, no auto throttle, so make sure when you level off you add thrust, otherwise you will fall out the sky. Put the auto brake to medium. Performance, guys, I have no accurate data for this, but we'll go flat 30, auto brake to medium, take the first exit on the left. So 40 miles away at 7,000, we're very low. So adding the thrust now manually to maintain 220. I think we're still a little bit far out to tune the ILS. I quite like to... Well, actually, you know what? Let's go 1103 here, 13.8 on box 2. That way, this is going to be tuned for the ILS. And we still have the RMI pointing towards the airport. Avery Orelli, what's the landing weight? Right now, 58.4. No. Why are we... What's our current gross weight? Ooh, a little bit heavy to land. Did I put too much fuel on? No way. Landing weight 44,584. No, that's fine. Max landing weight is 47.2. No, this is our actual landing weight. I was going to say. Left heading 145 degrees, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa.
Approach, good evening, Easy 17, descending to 080. Easy 17, left heading 150.
Yeah, oh, we are heavy. Our actual gross weight is 48.4 tons. I put way too much fuel on board for this flight. Wow. 48.4. That is that 800 kilos heavy. I'd have to burn 816.24. I'd have to fly around for another 15 minutes to get below the max landing rate. You can land above your max landing rate, but you have to have quite a serious situation. Sort of like the QRH has advised you to land at the nearest suitable airport and stuff. If I get...
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Then altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1015, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. So 6,000 set, indicated airspeed.
5 Lima Papa negative, QNH 1005.
Ah, okay, sorry. 1005 down to 6,000 feet, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. So let's go down to 5,000. One thing I do, which is increase drag.
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, left heading 135 degrees.
Left heading 135 degrees, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. I could try and burn more fuel, but that was a complete miscalculation. I put way too much extra fuel on board and completely forgot this fully loaded won't be able to do that there. So in reality, if we got to that situation, I have to request a hold to burn fuel, which I'm not going to do on VATSIM. What I can do is just bring as much drag out as possible. So what I'm going to do is try and get below the max landing rate. I don't think we will by the time we land. Chief, can we have some call for chief pilots in chat, please?
Alpaca 5 Lima Papa, descend 5,000 feet with actual heading. You're cleared to ILS approach runway 10, report established.
Descend 5,000 feet on that heading, cleared. It's the localizer wheel. Call established, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. Right, so I've got thrust on, speed brake out. We're going down to 5,000, trying to burn as much fuel as possible. This is completely unnecessary. We're not even in range of the localizer here. 10-3. I'm not picking it up. Like 25 miles, we should be able to pick up the localizer. Not sure what's happened there. Right, we're going to have to do this manually. We're going to have to use the RMI. So we're going to fly in towards it manually for now. So we're going to keep pushing that head until it's on 100. Then we know we're at least established. I mean, you can see that's cheating though, sorry. We can do it manually until we get within range. So keep flying on this heading. We'll wait until the RMI is on 100. And then we'll go there. But otherwise, we're going to keep it coming down. We need to also descend quickly as well. Trying to burn thrust here. This is so hard. What are the minimums? We're not going to bother saying that. We're going to call it plus 200. Dear. Plus 262. So when we're at 270. When we're at 412 feet, we're at minimums. Okay, that's fine. So I'm having to do this manually because we're for some reason the sim isn't picking up the 110.3. Left heading 120 degrees, Alpaca 5 Lima Papa. This is an X-plane thing. It's so... There we are. It's finally picked up. Only 20 miles away. Look, and now it's finally picked up the localizer. You'd get up the localizer a lot sooner than that. But there we go. Got the ILS coming in. I've got the speed brake out. Let's get to 5,000 feet nice and early. I've got the speed brake out on purpose, remember. I'm trying to burn as much fuel as I can. You know what? I'm going to go flap 1. Just maintain 220 speed brake. Let's try and get that landing weight down. Burn as much fuel as we can. Oh, wow. Well, now I know that this aircraft... How are we doing? So our current weight's 48.2. We need to get it down to 47.7. We've got another 500 kilos of fuel to burn. Localizer alive, localizer captured. Going to maintain 220 for a little bit longer. I'm going to go flat 5. Let's increase that drag. Flat 5 speed brake with thrust. I do this in real life as well. If Thankfully, I've never had in my entire career, but if I accidentally took too much fuel, I do this, request delayed vectors, just get the drag out. Even the gear I consider as well. Engine anti-ice on. No, a little bit. Look, it's above 10 degrees, so we're fine. So look at that. Look at the thrust up here. Maintaining 220 knots. We've got 70%. If you want. Right, there's glide slope capture. That means we're going to have to reduce thrust, otherwise we're going to run away. I'll drop the gear as well.
Continue ILS approach runway 10, contact tower 118 decimal 15, bye.
Tower 1815, Alpaca 5, Lima Papa. Thanks for your help, bye. Oh, I was already on comm. Oh, this is so confusing. 11815, we're on the comm already. I might have cut him out already. Right. We're doing everything we can. Missed approach altitude. We're going to land a little bit heavy. Nothing to see. Just report to the chief pilot. What we'll do as soon as we land, we'll just open one of the vents and just leak the rest of the fuel out. Please do not recommend that. Missed approach altitude 4,000 feet.
Runner 585, wind variable 1 knot, runway 10.
So I've got gear, flap, still got the speed brake out. This is a very... yeah, it's happened. Come on. Come on. No. It's finished. It's crashed. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. The VC's been struggling all day, and right on the approach, it has crashed. Unbelievable. Right. I don't know what else to say. I think we just have to end it there, aren't we? I mean, I haven't even got time to set anything up again. It's approaching 6:30 here. I can't believe it. It's crashed in unusual times, but it's never crashed at this time right here. I mean, wow. My PC's completely gone there. Damn it. Damn it in chat. No rips. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What can we do? Right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's keep the stream running. We don't want to end it on this note. We want to have something fun. And I just saw it pop up in there. What I will do to quickly end the stream is do the if it lets me, I'll try and reset explain. I'll try and do something there. We'll try and do something called the Gatwick Challenge. How does that sound? All right. Let me just put some music on. Oh no! Right. Let's see if I can Control Alt delete my way here. I'm just going to send the crash report to. Let me just disconnect it. Yeah, it's disconnected. Waiting. Explain. I've completely lost explain altogether as well. Okay, we'll leave that. I can't believe that just happened. Right, let me just do a few things here, guys. So, Sim Toolkit Pro, I need to shut you off. Unbelievable, I can't believe that just happened. Cancel, close. Let's do that. Let me just shut down Steam, because it won't launch Explain at the moment. We'll have a little bit of fun. I don't want to end on not seeing nothing. Cash report. I'll save the log decks for the people in Discord so you can try and work out what happened. But it seemed to be running quite slow today anyway. But right there, just completely chunked out. I can't. Right, let's try and launch Explain again. Explain 11. Right, well, Explain is rebooting. We're going to do something else, a little bit of fun. We're going to do the Gatwick Challenge. I'll do it in the Zevo. Well, no, I should probably do it in the FlyJSim. We'll do it in the FlyJSim. Because it's a FlyJSim stream. And I'll make sure the engines are running at start. Explain is rebooting, guys. That is awful. I can't believe that. Infinite Flight Deck, you want to turn the music down a bit? Are you joking? I can't at the moment because Explain's launching. It won't let me alt-tab out of it. There we are. Can you see Explain, guys? I hope so. Right, new flight. Let's go to Gatwick. 26 left. Confirm. Let's do it in the FlyJSim. It's going to be so much harder in this aircraft, though. It's so much harder. I'll turn active sky off. Use local time. Start of engines running. Need to be on 26 left, which you are. Just going to shut down active sky in the background as well, because we want clear skies for this. Exits. Active sky. Yes. Right, back into explain. There we are. So local time's fine. Active skies off, so the weather should be fine. Let's start this flight. So guys, what is the Gatwick Challenge? You might be asking. Well, the Gatwick Challenge is basically you have to start off in Gatwick, runway 26 left, engines running. I've only ever done it in the Zebra Mod 737, and might have done it at work, maybe not. But we're going to take off. We're going to have to climb straight away. You then have to do a 180-degree turn and then fly under the bridge in Gatwick that goes over the concourse that goes over the apron. Ideally, you have to touch down. If you don't touch down, it does invalidate your time. But in the 200, it's going to be quite tough, especially with the fiery engines that backfire if you add thrust too quickly. Once you've gone under the bridge, you climb up, and then you do a 180-degree turn to land back on runway 26 left. And you have to time it. So the idea is you've got to do it as quickly as possible. The rules are, well, there's not really any rules. So long as you don't crash and you don't break anything, don't exceed any limits, there are no rules. Just got to do it as quickly as possible. Let Mariana do it. Maybe another time. Right, yeah, can we get to 1,000 likes as well for the crash? That would be massive as well. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep calm, and I did. I just took a deep breath. I could see it happening. And yeah, I've just, the stability of my simulator, my PC recently has just been a little bit. I've had performance issues. I don't know if it's the 200, because the 200 is quite good on the frames. It has been in the past, but I think with the ortho, the clouds, X-plane, all the traffic, it was just a little bit too much for it. But yeah, we'll have a little bit of fun. Let's hope X-plane fires up okay and without having to shut the aircraft down. Only 12 more likes left. Fantastic, fantastic. Robert Sicker, don't apologise, I know, but you guys all want to see a stream from A to B, and unfortunately it just didn't. We couldn't pull it off today, which is a great shame. I think it's a RAM issue. I think I've got enough RAM, but I don't know much about PCs. I think it's more to do with the CPU. I think I don't have enough CPU oomph. Kim, I can't ever remember it ever crashing on stream. No worries. No, this is the first ever time, I think. Right on approach, certainly. When we flew the Tupolev about a month ago, it crashed on the taxi out. And once on a replay. There we go, look. This happened on the Tupolev stream. Failed to initialize UDP network input. Legacy receive. This is almost certainly because you're already running another copy of X-plane on the same computer. This happened. The only way to fix it was completely shut the PC down, restart the PC, which will end the stream, which I don't want to do. Oh dear. Right. Happens a lot when crashes. Kim, is the only way to fix that is to completely restart the PC? Maybe it will be. Kill X-plane in Task Manager. I did that. Task Manager, kill it. Okay. I mean, it's not coming up as X-plane, it's coming up as Steam, but I'll try that one more time. Steam, I'll shut down. X-plane, delete. Right, X-plane, I'll try one more time, guys, because I want to try and keep it as the same stream as I can, if I can. Let's just relaunch it again. Trust us, says Magnus. Absolutely. Tesla, maybe ditch some of the unnecessary ortho. I don't know. I need to. I've had ortho on my PC for streams for the last 2 years, and it's been fine. It's only really been the last kind of 2 months or so where the performance has been there. I know, Jack. We couldn't land. Well, sim crashed. What are we gonna do? I know. You want to go on an adventure in a bit? Yeah, I know. Right. So 3rd time lucky. Mainstream crash, 2nd time didn't work. Let's see if this works. So it should all be good. So as we had in Gatwick, FlyJSim, start of engines running. We want that on. No, we want the FlyJSim delivery. Here we are. Customise, 26 left. Weather, live time. Let's just make it midday. What are you moaning at? I know. Right, let's try that. Here were the 15 dislikes, Rui. I know. What can you do? Sim crash, but still flying. Disable the AI aircrafts. Yeah, these are all stuff that I think I'm not going to do the stream until probably mid next week. I did a lot of tidying up. I spent a whole evening, about 5-6 hours on there, refining things, changing settings, and it seemed to have a massive increase in performance on the PC. But yeah, it just flight struggled a little bit. We've hit 1,000 likes, guys. Thank you very much to everyone that smashed the thumbs up button. Really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. We'll purely let chat glad. You just want all the attention, don't you? Yeah, okay. Go get mummy. Go on, go get mummy. Good boy. CPU is good, I know. The whole PC is good. And if you've been watching my stream for some time, you'll know that we very rarely have performance issues. But yeah, just as recently, something's causing issues. Reading new scenery files. Come on. Just last another 20 more minutes or so. Let's just have a little bit of fun with the Gatwick challenge, and then we'll go. I might make this into a live a video as well, an official challenge for all of you. Last time at London City, the performance was bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's looking a little bit more hopeful. Hey! Although the aircraft's completely shut down, is it?
On runway 26,
nope. I think we're okay.
left, flaps.
Cool. So let's turn the music down. Cool, there we are. So in the 200, this could be pretty challenging. I hope I'm not as heavy as I was on that approach. Maybe that's what the problem was. We had too much weight and it crashed. Right. So let me just get the aircraft configured. Flap 5. Don't need any autopilot or instrumentation. I'll just get this lined up with the final approach track. I've never done this in the 200, so I don't know if it will work. Don't want to worry about that. Actually, I want flap 15. INS is up and running. That's fine. Don't want this blurting away, so we'll just set that to 25,000. Let's set this to
on runway 26 left. On
0, so we don't get any
26
silly master cautions. Pop that on. I think we're all fully configured. So just to remind you guys, what is the Gatwick challenge? So we're going to take off, start the timer. So if you could time in chat, we're going to take off, head off in this direction, but we don't want to go too far because we'll need to do a steep 180-degree turn, and then we need to fly under the bridge located just here, ideally touching down. And officially, touching down, you need to touch down for the time to be valid. If you don't touch down, it's invalid, so you have to do it again. But we'll see how we get on. So we're going to fly under the bridge, up, back around here, climb away, then we'll make a steep 180-degree turn, and then land back on runway 26 left. And the timer can only be stopped when you come to a full stop, okay? So that's it. Yeah, a bit of fun. Obviously, we didn't have those. It wasn't the plan. I was hoping to do this in a separate stream, but we can do it now. So yeah, what's the time? So we'll wait another minute so we know exactly where the timer is. When it gets back to around 12, we'll time it. I think my absolute limit, my record is around 1 minute 55 for doing this. Any last words? Like I said, I've never done this in a 200. I could get the engines backfiring and stuff like this, but yeah, I'll make sure I get my rudder pedals here in the right place. Yeah, the 200 is a bit wallowy in pitch, so I might go into a massive ball of flames, but we'll see. Right, 30 seconds to go, guys. So, release the parking brake. I'm going to spool these engines up. Oh, Tim, thank you very much for the £10 donation. Very kind. Right. 10 seconds to go. Do a countdown in chat. I don't want to do it too much, otherwise I'll blow up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Parking brake released. Out. Let's give it a little bit more oomph. Alright. So we've got as much thrust as I dare set in the FlyJSim. I've set my bugs up as well to take off. Flap 5, set bugs, there we go. It's already much slower than the NG. Up we go. We're airborne. Keep the gear out. This is not going to be easy here. I need to build a little bit of speed, otherwise for the steep turn I will fall out of the sky. You don't want to turn too early, otherwise you'll mess up your steep approach into the onto the runway. So keep that nose low. Going a little bit further than I usually would. Right, pitch up, and round we go. Just be careful with your speed. Oh, this thing is so different to the NG. I had to unload the wing there, so I lowered the nose. You can ignore all warnings for this challenge as well. So I've overshot it slightly, but that's because I'm in the 200. Don't want to go too fast or too slow, because you go too slow, your time's off. I'll try and touch down if I can. There we are. Let's try and touch down. Oh. Come on, where's that ground? There we are! I'll take that! Minus 230! I've landed harder than that in the street. Round we go. Up again. Again, don't turn too early, because you'll be using all that runway. Well, how long are we going for now? I've already smashed past my record. Really slow in this one. Oh, load that wheel. Come on, I need more power. Oh, come on. I think I might have overshot the runway here. Oh. Unload the wing. Where's that runway? Come on. I overshot it slightly. That's because of the 200 more than anything. Landing flap coming out. Oh,
Caution.
Come on.
Caution. Taxiway. Caution. Taxiway.
Oh, I've screwed this up massively. Too high, but we can get it in. Oh, no. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, dear. Oh no! Right, I think that's my first ever official crash in a stream. I don't know what happened there. I literally lost all pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gatwick. I'm going to have to do it this Evo mod, guys, so I can actually do it a little bit more easily. And we've arrived. Unbelievable. Well, at least you're not smoking, but I think we have had a gear collapse of some description. Yeah. That would make a little bit more of a mess in reality. But yeah, I'll demonstrate it in the Zebo mod. It'll be a little bit easier. But I know you'd like to see a replay of that. So let's just go here. Put some funky music on for the replay. Let's go for the touchdown over the bridge. First, there we are. Oh yeah, that's a perfect spot. Nice little skid. Awesome stuff. So yeah, this has no power. So when I was doing that steep turn, I was, completely out of juice. This wasn't good. So basically, I'd pulled up, but nothing happened. I'd lost all lift. It feels so different to the Zebo one, guys. No, I pushed those down, and then I pitched up, and it wasn't doing anything. Oh, that would make a big mess. Oh, look at the gear collapsing. Oh dear. This is ridiculous. We do have some fun at these streams. It's not how I wanted to end this professional flight. Alright, we'll do one more thing, guys.
6 left on runway.
Let's try this Evo mod. Got this is the final version, yeah. So, start of engines running, yes, Gatwick 26 left, confirm starting flight. This will be, I hope, a little bit easier. Two crashes, one stream, what a deal, I know. Failed line check, I'd say. Oh dear, oh dear. Is this SOP, says George345? Captain Monster says, you crazy little boy. I had to do this, guys. When it crashed 15 minutes ago, like, oh, blood was boiling, but I kept my cool, just took a deep breath and thought, let's do something else. It was actually someone in chat said Gatwick Challenge. I can't remember who it was. It just caught my eye and I thought, you know what, let's just have a bit of fun just to lower my blood pressure before we sign out. So we'll try this in the mod and then we'll leave it there. But we'll change that. We don't leave the video title. We'll leave the video title as it is. Thomas RSK for a donation. Thank you very much. €2. Have you been training for this in real life, right? Thank you very much, Thomas. Might have had a go at it one time. Not in the real aircraft, I mind, but in a simulation of some sorts. Thank you very much, donation. How many likes to give Marianne, for Marianne to have a shot? We'll do that on a separate stream. Take the weight out. I know, Michael, but yeah, the FlyJSim feels very different to the how the mod feels. Landing like a Sully, yeah. I don't know, it was looking okay, but I pitched down a little bit aggressive. When I pulled up, there was just no response from the elevator. I pulled up on the joystick and it was nothing. It's a bit delayed in the FlyJSim, unfortunately. Do it in the Airbus A319, says Will. I won't even know how to start that thing up. I hope it doesn't remember that we crashed with the gear down. Tom Pascal, real pilot, busted, I know. Ooh, phone's ringing. Right, let me know in chat. Would you like, whilst we're doing the Gatwick Challenge in the Zebra mod, would you like the funky music to start, or would you like it to be funkless? Let me know. Mark BA4, great stream, so thank you. And if you just tuned in, guys, yeah, you know, we're just having a bit of fun because the sim crashed on final in Alicante. So, yeah, we're just unwinding from the stress of flying the 200 and going for a little bit there. Yes, funk. Oh dear, funkless. Funky, funkless. It's a mixture. No music. I think we'll go funkless by the looks of it. Funkless. Brilliant. Come on, explain. Let's get those cogs into gear. There we are. Ah, oh, nice to be back into a bit of familiar territory. Awesome stuff. Right, so where's explain 11? Yeah. I mean, look at this. Look, 40 frames per second, running nice and smooth. Flat 5. So I'll wait here. Make it as light as possible. That's fine. 4 tons of fuel, perfect. I'm not going to load too much in the FMC. I just want my V speeds. That's all. So the ref 2 cost index. We'll put 30. This is just random information, guys, just to pre-populate everything. N1 26 takeoff. Flat 15. There we go. I should have some V speeds now. 124. Perfect. Strobe says, yeah, same again. Should be a little bit easier to control. Thank you. I'd recommend you actually step outside. Right, 2,000 feet. Just want to get rid of any nuisance warnings and things like that. I'll put that to 0. Leave that to 0. That's completely fine. Right, guys, the beauty of this is we have now a timer. So, same again. We'll be able to see what we can do in the Zebra mod. Hopefully a little bit quicker. But yeah, this should be fun. Actually, let's set this to 200. Actually, one other thing I want to do is just tell it where we are. So I get the reference there. So Gatwick departures. 26 left, departures, arrivals, ILS 26 left, route, activate, execute legs, just extend the centre line, 258. There we go, so that just gives me the elevation information as well, just helps improve things here. Runway heading was set at 258 as well. It's not going to be pushing target, but everything's all lined up as it should be. Right, guys, here we go. So let's get as much thrust as we can. Takeoff config warnings because of the parking brake. I'll release it, but just hold it on the brakes. Let's get a little bit more oomph out the engines. Let's go for 100%. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Timer's on. Parking brake released. That's better. Much more performance.
Knots.
Checked. Look at the nose already coming up because I haven't set any trim.
V1 rotate.
Up, airborne. Look at that compared to the FlyJSim. Don't need to put the gear up. So much more performance. And the beauty of this is it actually handles like the real plane, so no sort of inputs we need to put and stuff. So speed's okay. Let's crank it round. Speed's very high. So we need to unload the wing now, otherwise you'll get stick shaker. There we are. So by unloading, I mean I'm stop pitching up, just let the nose drop in the turn. You can disregard that. So much easier. Alright, so coming up to a minute. Was it 2? I can't remember what I reckon. Was it 2 minutes 55?
Caution, taxiway.
So remember, nice little kiss. That's what we're looking for.
50, 40, 30.
Right under the bridge.
10.
Caution. On
Oh, that's
taxiway,
hard. I don't
on
mind. That's
taxiway.
fine. Full power. Round we go. Not too much. I want to keep the speed around 160. Not too high. I'll do a nice early turn here. Keep it low as well.
400.
Unload that wing. Unload that wing as soon as you get stick shaker. Landing flap coming out. There's the runway. A little bit fast, doesn't matter. Oh, overshot this again. There's the runway. Don't worry about the centre line so much, just get it on the deck because you need to slow down. I'm going for a firm one, that's fine. Right, speed brakes up. Ooh, crikey. Manual braking, full reverse.
$80 knots.
Alright, get ready to stop the timer. There we go. Now, there we go. 2 minutes. Oh, I forgot to stop it. 2 minutes 22, guys. 2 minutes 22 for the Gatwick Challenge. All right. Now, I am going to do a kind of fun video on this, and then I'll raise you all to a challenge. So if you want to try this yourself at home, do it and see if you can beat my 2 minutes 22. I've done it a little bit. I swear I've done a 1 minute 55 in the sim, but I really did tight turns and it was very close, but not bad. If you're a real pilot here, you might be able to remember when you did this in a sim. So yeah, playing well. What's your record? I swear I've done it 1 minute 55 before, but it's been a long time since I've done it for real. But yeah, very, very cool. I hope you enjoyed that anyway. A nice way to end the stream, perhaps, after the crash. And I'm very sorry that we couldn't get to complete the flight in Alicante, but all needs must. These things occasionally happen. We all had suffered from sim crashes, and to be fair, I've been very lucky to have lasted that long as well. Cool. So we do a replay of the landing, and then what I'll do on the last bit, you can watch the entire Gatwick Challenge from a passenger's perspective, which would be quite cool. So let's go back a little bit here, and of course, cue the replay music. You're not going back anywhere. There we are. Oh, that wasn't bad to get it on the ground from that position. Oh, that's from the threshold. Yeah, it's a little bit higher at that point. Yeah, you'd be concerned if you saw that. But yeah, it's so much more controllable, the mod. It just handles like the real aircraft. I could have been a lot firmer there. I could have really pushed the nose down if I really wanted to get that time down. Was that a nose wheel landing? Nothing to see here. Yeah, you might find me in a hole in the ground basically after that. Whoops. Brakes are hot, nose wheels in pieces. You won't see many streams like this, guys. Imagine if someone just came in to watch the stream now, I know. Oh, I can't believe I landed on the nose wheel first. Oh dear. Awesome stuff, guys. So what I'll do, let's pause this and we'll put it all the way to the start of the Gatwick Challenge. Let's do it for this view as well, and then we'll end the stream with you watching the Gatwick Challenge as if you were a fare-paying passenger on an Alpaca Airways flight. £25 to go for a loop round the airport, landing in the back of the runway in less than 3 minutes. I think that's a fair price for the frills and exhilaration. But guys, thank you very much to everyone that did come in today to watch me fly the FlyJSim 737-200. Please don't be put off by the fact it crashed on the FlyJSim. It's not the aircraft's fault, it's my sim's fault. and the performance of the PC. It's a brilliant add-on aircraft, and I have to say thank you very much to FlyJSim for promoting the stream as well. But you can go grab that down in the store. We'll definitely fly again soon. Otherwise, I'll try and find out what happened, and then we can stream as normal going into next week. Thanks to everyone that donated, joined as a member. Thank you very much to moderators, as per usual, guys. Stay safe in these crazy times, and we'll see you for the next stream next week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday sometime. I'm actually going to have a complete break tomorrow from Sims and stuff, because I've also been doing the last few days. Cool stuff. Right, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you all again very soon. Enjoy the Gatwick Challenge from the window seat. Bye-bye for now.